All right. Here we are. It has started. The stream is back up and running, and we have some beautiful people in here. Let's align the camera. There you go. That looks a lot better. Thank you very much. Okay. So, we are here for Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm going to turn down my fan. I think it's pretty loud. But we do have a great game ahead of us. It's going to start about an hour from now, maybe an hour and like 15 minutes, because it takes a long time for these things to get underway. But hello, I see some very cool people in the chat. Rafi, what's going on? Can't wait. Let's go Av. Sebastian Jara, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. It's been a while, Sebastian. Jeff, let's go Lightning. We'll see if the Lightning can pull one out for you, Jeff. Fizzy, thank you so much for the little message there that we could pin on top of the chat there. How are you doing, Fizzy? Thank you for being here, by the way. Cicerone's asked if they can get a mod. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're not really looking for any mods anymore, at least at this point in time. We're kind of chilling out so far. Playing franchise mode until the game starts. That sounds like a pretty good way to spend your time there, Rafi. Face cam, Tay says, yes, we do have a face cam for the game over here. It's kind of funny because we always get people saying that, oh, you know, that there's a face to match the voice for all the videos that they watch on YouTube. Because, of course, I'm primarily like a faceless video maker. I have a face. It's just I don't really use it often enough to get people to recognize what I look like. Jokes aside, yeah, I think Fizzy's kind of got it on lock, how to be a mod in this stream. Watch the streams for a while. Someday you'll hopefully be mod, if we are looking for any new mods. We've got a good crew already. Got to give a big shout out to Al, BJ Ballin. Of course, Sebastian is in here. We've got a lot of good mods. And I don't necessarily think we need any more, but we'll see. If we get all of a sudden a whole bunch more viewers, then maybe we'll think about it. I'm not sure. Bozo Jazz, let's go Red Wings. This ain't a Red Wings stream, baby. We don't have any Detroit stuff that we're going to be talking about, but this is a hockey-friendly stream. So, yes, Red Wings talk. Definitely encouraged. You should do a face cam for your videos. No, thank you, Tay. There's a reason why I don't do face for my videos, and it's mostly because I don't like to prepare myself and how I look. I just like going over onto the microphone and just kind of talking on the microphone, doing the thing, you know, getting really close and etc. It's kind of like radio. So I'm radio trained anyway, so that's kind of the familiar format for me. Rafi asks, who is your favorite player on both the Lightning and the Avalanche? I gotta go out there and say that I do have the rosters of both of these teams in front of me. For Colorado, easy, Cale Makar. For Tampa Bay, I don't know. I like Sean Day just because he was an exceptional status player. My gut kind of says Corey Perry, but I don't know if that's a proper response because Corey Perry, of course, former Montreal Canadien. Man, no. I can't say Kucherov. That's way too basic. Favorite player on the Lightning? I might just have to go Corey Perry. Sean Day might have been there if he was a full-time Lightning, but of course he's not, and that's kind of part of the reason why I even like the guy. What nationality are you? Good to put a face to the voice. Thank you for the kind words, Aoshi. I am fully Filipino. I was born to 2 Filipino parents in the Philippines, and I moved to Canada, Vancouver, BC, when I was 1.5 years old. Oddly enough, my parents actually did not teach me Tagalog growing up, so I was only English speaking my entire life. It's kind of funny because before I went to school, when I was like 4 or 5 years old, they actually insisted I take ESL classes, but I passed that with flying colors, which is why I didn't need to take ESL in regular school. My parents were kind of frustrated that they told me to do that. Oh, because you're an immigrant, because you're Filipino, he's got to take the ESL, like, quiz. And they're like, no, but he doesn't speak any Tagalog, he only speaks English. And they're like, still, you're Filipino, so you got to do it. And then they did it, and I passed. So, no ESL for me, only English. Yeah, it's part of the reason why I think everything turned out this way. Yo, Gio, what's going on, Paul? I don't give Kachuk, absolute legend in the chat over here. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. I'm excited for the Stanley Cup Finals game. Hope you are too. Sebastian Joe. It's got to be Maroon. Okay, is Pat Maroon anybody's favorite player? That's really interesting. Rumor says the Wild are taking the cup next year with Rossi, Kirill, Zuccarello line. Anyone down for that? I would love to see Marco Rossi just get a full-time 82-game season on a top 6 role, see what he can do, see how many points he puts up, because, man, you talk about the impact that Kirill Kaprizov made. I do think that there's still a very good player in Rossi that has not been uncovered yet in Minnesota. Nice, I have many Filipino friends also in Vancouver. That's great to see, Aoshi. Yeah, we do have a lot of Filipino representation on this part of the country. Let's get to 10 likes, chat. Yes, that is a good goal right there. We've got 28 beautiful people in here, so if you have not already, please like the video. Let's see if we can get up to 10 likes before the game gets underway. Is Cogliano playing for the Avalanche tonight? I'm not sure, Andrew. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know if we got any confirmation on that. I know there were updates on Kadri, whether or not he would have been able to play, but I'm not too sure what the verdict were there. I still can't forgive Kucherov for his post-Game 5 interview in last game's finals. The one where he didn't... yes, I think we all know what you're talking about. Kucherov's kind of wild, man. Like, we don't see that side of him often, but when we do, it is kind of interesting. Josh Anderson for the 13th pick in the draft? I don't know. Josh Anderson getting traded, that's a really interesting conversation. I know a lot of people were kind of ticked off when we made the video, because I had a lot of comments saying, oh, why do we don't want to trade Anderson? Why do we want to trade Anderson? Why would we trade Anderson? But, yeah, no, Josh Anderson is a pretty interesting trade chip at the moment. 2 more likes, we're almost there. Yes, we are almost there at the 10 like mark. Let's see if we can get there, my friends. Rossi and Fiala for JT. If that's what it takes, I'd be interested. But it is kind of counterintuitive for the Vancouver Canucks to make a trade for Kevin Fiala, whom they're going to have to re-sign to a big amount of money, because they don't want to keep JT Miller, whom they're going to have to re-sign for a big amount of money next year. I don't really know if that would be... I mean, they would be getting younger, actually. So I could see why they would do that, but I don't know. Oh, let's get this bot out of the way. Yes, there you go. Thank you, Fizzy. Just here to say that Moritz Seider is my favorite player. That's a very good choice, Tom. Very, very good choice. Who do you want to win the cup? I predicted the Avalanche... Or, excuse me, I predicted the Lightning in 6, but I want the Avalanche to win it. When's puck drop? Puck drop likely will be in an hour, because, you know, even though the game starts at 5, we know the puck is not going to drop until like 5:20. Yeah, there's a lot of delay on these TV broadcasts, and with the anthems and everything, it gets even worse, so I'm not expecting the puck to drop for at least another hour and a bit. Do not trade Rossi. Yeah, he's a pretty good player. I don't think you should go out there and trade that guy, give up on him too soon. Who are the Wings taking at number 8, Bozo says. Cheers. I don't know. It's a pretty interesting conversation. I just know that whoever it is that Detroit ends up taking, I'm not going to go question it. Steve Yzerman, like, I'm completely hands-off here as somebody who talks about hockey for a living. Steve Yzerman can do whatever he wants, and I'm not going to question it one bit, because that guy, he's made some pretty smart decisions. So, what would you think would be the return for Jeff Petrie? Rumors say that he'll be traded in the coming days. I'm not too sure. Is it really fair to say that Jeff Petrie is worth a first-round pick and another prospect? Or maybe, would it be 2 seconds? Maybe just a first? I'm not really too sure. Jeff Petrie, to me, isn't the most valuable that he has ever been. I definitely do think there was a lot more desire for Petrie like a year or 2 ago before this season happened, but I'm not too sure. Good to see you streaming again. Yes, thank you, Trey. We do have some streams planned for the final games here in the Stanley Cup Playoffs, so it's cool. We got this back up for Game 1, and I was really happy with the results, so I'm very, very pleased to be doing this again. Makulit talaga. Nice comment, Zeph. Nice comment. How would you rate Kent Hughes so far? So far, I really like what I've seen out of Kent Hughes. Obviously, like, it's not just Hughes. There's Gorton as well, and there have been some really good hires from these two. But when it comes to, like, the trades and everything, I do... Man, these trades have been good. They've been good trades. Tyler Toffoli, Ben Sherratt, you have Arturi Lehkonen, Justin Barron, and the first-round picks. Like, these are great acquisitions the Canadians have been making, so I'm very happy with what Kent Hughes has done so far. I'm excited to see what he does at the draft. Not just taking Shane Wright, but, like, you know, also making a few more trades here and there. That's going to be cool. Where do you think Barry Trotz is going to go? I have no idea. Maybe Nashville because of the property he bought there, but who really knows? The Wild could be dangerous in a couple of seasons. Wallstedt is a stud. Yeah, he is a stud. And it kind of blows my mind that Edmonton passed on him in exchange for, what was it, Luka Munzenberger and Xavier Bourgault, something like that? Yeah, it's just kind of, I feel very uncomfortable with that being the outcome for Edmonton when they had a chance to draft Jesper Wallstedt. I hope so. I've been hurting as a Minnesota sports fan. Your time will shine there, Tay. Just give it a while. Just give it a while. Lego, are you going to stream only the first round of the draft? Because I'll be in PEI. Yeah, I kind of have to. The first round of the draft is good because it's 30 picks, and it usually... The thing is, the first round of the draft the past few years has taken an extraordinarily long amount of time. Like, in 2020, I believe it was 4 or 5 hours long. And it was just crazy seeing how the entire program was going by, and it was only 30 picks. The second day was even worse. That took a full 8 hours, even though, like, it's a digital draft done at home. Like, there was so much time in between all the picks. Like, it was not fun. And so I'm not going to be streaming for day 2 of the draft. That could potentially be, like, 8 hours worth of my time. And besides, it's a lot more profitable for me to just sit back, relax, make videos on the trades, make videos on the extra picks that I think are interesting, and not talk for 8 hours straight, because that can actually take a pretty big toll on you. First day of the draft, though, that's fine. There isn't too much activity compared to day 2, where there are the remaining, like, 180 picks made, so there's a lot more open air in day 1, so that's kind of the plan, I feel. Yeah, sucks that you'll be in PEI. I mean, enjoy PEI, but it kind of sucks that you might miss out on the stream here. Hoping Torts will become the Hoping John Torts the Philly will be peak comedy these upcoming years. Okay, I don't want to... I have some pretty interesting friends that are Flyers fans, so I'm not going to go out there and agree with you there, Tom. Hughes got good returns, a lot of value. It's not done. Wait at the draft. I agree, Zeph. Yeah, that's a great assessment. Howdy, Lego. Wingnut checking in. Adam, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Which NHL players do you see becoming full or future coaches? Paul asks. Does Kevin Bieksa count? Does Alex Burrows count? Do the Sedins count? I don't know if I'm being kind of a cop-out answer here by just saying the 2011 Canucks names. Manny Malhotra also is kind of on his way to becoming that. I'm not too sure, though. Players that see the game well, that can become future coaches. I feel like in order to be like a future coach, you have to really have worked super hard to get to where you were at the NHL level. Like, some of these guys that are just so naturally talented, like Wayne Gretzky, for example, like, they're not great coaches because they just see the game completely differently from everybody else. It's got to be somebody who came from the bottom and really started to fix themselves a career after a long, treacherous journey, right? Like, Martin St. Louis was not supposed to be what he became when he was a young guy. Same thing with Burrows. Same thing with Bieksa. Same thing with, I don't know, name all the other coaches. Travis Green, for example, was, like, just a grinder, fighter kind of guy. He was never really a star. So I don't think you're looking at some of the top guys, the McDavids or Matthewses of the world. I don't think those guys are going to become coaches. If you're a goaltender, maybe it's a little bit different. I mean, Patrick Waugh was not a bad coach for what he was, but yeah, it's an interesting question, Paul. Very interesting. In my opinion, Torts is an old era coach. Time to move on. Fair opinion to have, I guess. Hey Lego, where's the video about the Caps topics? I hadn't made it yet. There's just too many other topics that were there. No promises, Ben, either. I have a whole bunch of topics that I have lined up on my calendar app on my phone, and I just kind of have to pick and choose which ones are more relevant. If there's any new ones that pop up, then those take precedent. But yeah, maybe the Caps video will be sometime next time. I'm not sure. Stevie Y is going to be pulling a gem from Jupiter at this rate. I wouldn't be surprised. Stevie Y kind of has the inside track. Rounds 1 to 3 are great. After that, they're mostly unknown quantities. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Could Caden Gooley be a top 2 D-man? Top 2 in the league or top 2 on the Canadians? I think top 2 in the Canadians for sure. Like, that's possible. Yeah, I think that's a pretty possible likelihood. Who's Toronto's starting goalie next season, in your opinion? I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe Ville Husso. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Ville Husso. Make a move for Marc-Andre Fleury? Okay, no. Tay, can you explain the difference between an RFA and a UFA? I don't really get it entirely. Okay, so unrestricted free agency is UFA. Restricted free agency is RFA. So the main difference is that UFAs are unrestricted, RFAs are indeed restricted, which means that they're not able to sign with whoever it is the heck they want unless other conditions are fulfilled. If you're a UFA, you're an unrestricted free agent, you can just go wherever you want, nothing happens. You can sign with whatever team, you're free to do whatever. If you are a restricted free agent, though, if you sign with another team, then the other team, or the team that you were a part of initially, will get compensation from your new team in the form of draft picks. Also, there are certain RFAs that aren't allowed to go out there and sign with other teams due to their restricted status. It depends on how old you are, it depends on how many games you've played, it depends on the date you signed the contract, and the timing of when everything goes down. It's really complicated, but at the end of the day, RFAs you have a lot more control over, UFAs you have no control over. If you have a UFA that's expiring at the end of the year, you better lock that guy up quick or trade his rights away, because he could just leave your team and leave you with nothing at the end of the day. If you have an RFA, at the end of the day, if they sign something, then you have yourselves an opportunity to get some draft picks or something in compensation. And also, RFAs tend to be a lot younger as well. I don't think that's a full explanation, though. I think somebody else could definitely go out there and do it. Henrik, head coach, Daniel, assistant coach, and Burrows, the other coach, and Luongo is the goalie coach. That sounds great. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go up on the chat really quickly here. John Farrell, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate that. Thoughts on Ronberg and Gronberg for Detroit? I like the names. I can't really say anything else, to be honest. Gretzky was a bad coach for sure. Yeah, he was. St. Louis was an underdog due to his size. He beat all the odds. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, man, for sure. Beating the odds, I think, is something that a lot of future NHL coaches have in common when their NHL careers are said and done. At least that's kind of what I feel. What do you think about the Weber trade, and do you think Price will play next season? On Carey Price, I have no idea. For the Weber trade, I like it. It gives Kent Hughes a little bit more goal scoring, and hopefully another player that he can trade at the trade deadline for more draft picks. Also, I don't think it's that big of a stretch to say that Yzerman snagged the best player of each of the last 3 drafts. Seider at 6 in 2019, Raymond at 4th in 2020, and Edvinsson at 6 in 2021. Okay, I think it's a little bit too early to say that any of those players are the best in their drafts. I think right now you could say that Moritz Seider is probably the best hockey player out of all the 2019 guys, but you still have years worth of development to go for Hughes and Kakko and other players like Newhook and Krebs and Caulfield. Seider could be the best player out of the draft, but I think it's way too early to make any definite conclusions. Torts is a match made in heaven for Flyers hockey. I do think so. Gretzky said himself on Spit and Chickless that he was never good in a coach role. Yeah, I could totally understand why. Imagine if the Coyotes make it to the Cup next year? No, I'm not going to imagine that, Fizzy. I can't imagine that. Can you imagine it? I don't know if you can. I don't know. Thoughts on a possible deal that would send Anderson to New Jersey? Okay, I don't want to talk about Josh Anderson anymore. I've made one video about it, but we've already seen so many things popping up on Twitter. Oh, New Jersey and Ottawa and like all these other teams, Columbus, Josh Anderson, Edmonton. We might have to make some videos about that, though, so thank you for bringing that up, Ammo. I did see that, though, that 3-way trade idea. Backstrom just had surgery. Yes, I did see that. The same surgery that Ryan Kessler had that pretty much ended his career. There's somebody outside. Do you think the Habs will actually trade Josh Anderson? Okay, yeah. If so, what do you think the return would be? I think if I had to place money on it, which I'm not a betting man, but if I was, and I had to place money on it, today, in the next 6 weeks. Is Josh Anderson a Hab? I'd say yes. I say he's not getting traded. I say they signed him to that contract. Okay, it was a different management team, but still, I do think that there is a lot of value in Josh Anderson, and I think they're going to keep him. However, it's like Kent Hughes said, if there's an offer that he can't refuse, then I guess he's just not going to be able to refuse. It's going to have to be a really big offer, though. RFA's rights are owned by the team still. UFA can do whatever. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Do you think Nemestikov signs back with the Wings next season, or does he stick around with the Stars? I don't know. I haven't really put too much thought into Nemestikov, to be honest. If he comes back to Detroit, that'd be cool. Like, I don't think anybody really disliked Nemestikov. He was clutch once in a while. You should make a franchise mode series. I have a few franchise mode series on my channel already. I just didn't continue them because there's so much commitment involved to making a franchise mode thing. If Tampa wins, they will try for another cup. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully. Excellent explanation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A Yotes home game this season is going to be the most intimate and up close an NHL game has been in over 50 years. That's kind of true, actually. That is pretty true. Like, small town crowd. Okay, no, not small town crowd, just a small crowd. Like, I mean, Arizona's not a small town. Adam, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate that. But, yeah, I don't know. That's going to be a pretty intimate setting, I feel. Cousins over Seider? Okay, no. I say that Seider is, like, really good. I don't think Cousins is going to become better than Seider. If anything, if I had to guess, if I look at 2019 guys and who could be the best player of their draft, obviously Hughes could be the best player of the draft. I think that Bowen Byram could be the best player of the draft. We're watching him in the Stanley Cup Finals. He's really good. Seider could be the best player of the draft. I think you could say Caulfield has a chance at being the best player of the draft. I would throw Peyton Krebs in there, honestly. I don't know if I would put Cousins, though. I really like Cousins, but I just don't see that ceiling with him. I'm not sure. Any Buffalo fans in the chat, please let me know your thoughts. Seeing a lot on Edvinsson re-signing Jay Woodcroft to 3 years. Thoughts? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. We saw Ken Holland apparently talking to Andrei Kuzmenko and Kuzmenko's agent at Joey's with Jay Woodcroft there. So if they're already conversing with Woodcroft about, like, their potential acquisitions for next season, then I definitely think he's coming back. Ronberg is the coach of Frölunda. Gronberg is the coach of the ZSC Lions, both obviously SHL. Isn't the ZSC Lions in Switzerland, therefore they're in the NLA, the Swiss League? But yeah, I know who they are. I just didn't... I haven't watched an SHL Frölunda game in a few years since Rasmus Dahlin got drafted, or excuse me, when Lucas Raymond got drafted. But it's been a while. As a Canucks fan, the Weber trade is still the worst thing to happen in the Pacific Division. Yeah, because the Golden Knights are getting all that salary cap space. How does the cap thing work with Weber? So now Vegas gets to spend more money or what? Yeah, pretty much that's what it is, Tay. The NHL works in such a way where there is a hard cap. You can't spend more than the cap allows. But if you have players on your roster that aren't healthy, you can put them on the LTIR, the long-term injury reserve, and what the LTIR allows you to do, it allows you to spend more money over the cap by the amount of money that player on the LTIR costs. So Weber costs $7 million. Now the Vegas Golden Knights are allowed to spend over the cap by $7 million because they have Weber on their LTIR. It's pretty much extra cap space, quote-unquote. Wings fan, I love Raymond, but Lafreniere looked great in the playoffs as a rookie. I feel like Lafreniere still has so much development to go through at the NHL level. We have not seen that guy at his peak yet. Lego, who is your least favorite player to play in the NHL and why? The answer that came to my mind immediately was Slava Voinov, and I think everybody kind of knows why he's not a likable person. I don't know. Any news on what the Pens will do with Malcolm Letang and the boys? Hopefully resign them. If they don't resign them, then that's going to make for a very interesting free agency period. I personally want Kadri to replace Backstrom. Kadri to the Caps. Ooh, interesting. If Tampa three-peats, do you think they could four-peat? That's a great question, Jake. That's a great question. Ooh, could Tampa four-peat? I don't want to say it's impossible, but I don't know, because, like, for Tampa heading into 2021, so after they won the Cup against Dallas, heading into the 2021 playoffs, I said very clearly that I thought that Tampa was going to win again, and they did. Now, this time around, I said they were going to make it to the finals but not win. which they're currently down. Although I did say they would lose to Calgary, so I'm not too sure. I don't know if I'm feeling Tampa for next year, though. Like, that team has to have an expiration date at some point, right? I don't know. Is it possible? I think anything is possible, but I don't know. That's a great question, though, Jake. I like that. Do you see a guy like Subban or Domi signing with the Leafs? I could see that, honestly. I could see it. I know it would be so, like, chaotic for everybody else in the league. Oh my gosh, Subban's on the Leafs. But, like, for the memes, I would want that to happen. Bob, Mafia-style offer. Vegas now has the last two Habs captains, Pacioretty and Weber. Yeah, that's true. And if Nick Suzuki gets named the captain sometime down the line for Montreal, then you could say that he's part of that little swapperoo as well. You pumped to see the Wings' new unicorn Soderblom? Yeah, for sure. We're not going to see him in the NHL for a while, I feel, but just having him in North America, that's a really good thing. Parm V, who's that guy? What's up, Lego? New mod in the house? Maybe not new mod, maybe he's been here for a long time kind of mod, but just doesn't show up to the streams kind of mod. What's going on, Parm V? If Kuzmenko doesn't sign with the Canucks, I'll be mad. Yeah, me too, man, me too. I'll also be upset if Kuzmenko doesn't sign with the Canucks. Favorite player this year in the draft? I gotta go Lane Hudson. Lane Hudson or Seamus Casey, one of those two. Lego, do you think the Hurricanes will sign Evgeny Svechnikov? I don't know. Svechnikov's next destination? Anybody's guess. Hi, Grav. Have you heard about Backstrom surgery? Your thoughts? What do you think the future is? Unfortunately, I'm not Grav, but I have heard about Backstrom and the surgery. It is the same surgery that took out Ryan Kessler from the rest of his career, and I believe Ed Jovanovski also had the surgery as well, before taking a full year to recover, playing 30-something games, and then retiring after as well. So I think that Nick Backstrom's career is likely on the decline, just based off of the history of this surgery, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Give it a while, right? Will Kakko sign $3.5 million less or more? I think he has to be less. Has to be. If he signs more than that, oh boy. If the Habs draft Shane Wright, how well would you expect him to do, assuming he plays? Well, he's going to play. That's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. He's going to play. But I do think that Shane Wright could have a pretty good, let's say, 40-50 point impact at the NHL level right away. I don't want to be too high up on him, but, like, I definitely do think he's smart enough to navigate an NHL offensive zone and do some pretty good things in the offensive zone too. Thomas, what's going on? It's been a while. What do you think Calgary's offseason looks like? Obviously, signing Gaudreau and Tkachuk will be huge, but if Johnny is gone, I think the team would look pretty different come October. Yeah, for sure. They'd be a completely different team. No more Johnny is no more... Like, that's the complete generation of new flames just gone. Like, no more Monahan, no more Gaudreau. It would be crazy. Kind of funny how they become the Calgary Canucks afterwards with Tanev, Toffoli, Markstrom. But watch, the Pens will miss the playoffs next year and win the Bedard lottery. I will throw up in my mouth. Don't curse me like that, Adam. Don't curse me like that, please. I don't want to think about Connor Bedard going over to the Penguins. Theoretically, couldn't a bunch of really good players choose to sign a bunch of cheap deals with one team and win a ton of cups and break every record? They could. Yeah, for sure they could. It's just... players are represented by agents, and agents are going out there saying, okay, you're worth like $10 million. Why would you sign a contract worth $2 million? Because also agents get a cut of the check. You don't see too many NHL players that are represented by themselves, because a lot of these guys, when they're like teenagers, they get scouted to get representation. And so some of these guys are represented by the same agent for like their entire lives, pretty much. So it's really difficult with the agent conversation to do something like that. If anything is possible, then the Yotes are winning it all next year. I'm not going to say that, Fizzy. I meant Lego. Sorry. I get it. Does Mishkov have the potential to become the best goal scorer of all time? I think, honestly, yes. But that potential is so tainted by the fact that he's going to stay in Russia until, like, 2025 or whatever it is. The fact that whatever team is getting this guy second overall in the draft is not going to see him for 3 seasons or whatever, like, that's a pretty negative thing going on there for that reputation. I don't know, though. He's really good. Like, Mishkov is going to be a phenomenal goal scorer, so we'll see. You think I can try and trick Lego into thinking another trade with Tarasenko went down? Thomas, man, don't talk about the guy when he's right in front of you. The Monahan situation makes me so sad. Yeah, me too. You know, the guy was like a legit workhorse, and he really wanted the best for everything. It just didn't work out. How many points do you think Slafkovsky can get in his rookie year? I'd give a range of like, let's say like 10. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't have a good rookie season. But I think he could honestly max out at, let's say, 30, 35 points in his rookie season. Because it's a pretty big transition, is it not? Smaller ice, you know, faster players. I don't know. Which UFAs do you think the Habs are more likely to sign if they are available before the start of the before the start of the season? PK Subban. Oh, I want to see PK Subban come back. That would be so funny. I don't know though. I don't know what UFAs they'd be interested in. That's a really bold question while Ovi is still chasing down Gretzky. That's fair, yeah. That's fair for sure. I mean, obviously, like, Mishkov is still, like, 17 years old, so the fact that we're even conversing about him like this probably isn't the healthiest thing to go out there and do, but hey, what are you gonna do? Hockey talk exists for a reason, does it not? I think that the Caps should trade for Varlamov as a backup goalie. Oh, you'd like him back there in Washington, wouldn't you? Could Mishkov get 1,000 goals? Let's do this. 1,000 divided by 82. What is that? That is 12.19. Could Matvei Mishkov hypothetically get 12 50-goal seasons in a row? Assume he's drafted at 17. He makes the NHL at 20 because, you know, he's not going to be there for a while. Does he get 50 goals right off the bat? I don't know. The fact that the answer is not straight up no is already incredible, but he would need to get 50-goal seasons from 20 to 32 to get 1,000 goals, and obviously still produce a few more goals after that to really round it out. So I'm not sure. Let's not pile that on the kid's back just yet. Yeah, I like that assessment, Adam. It's really, like, he's 17 years old. We can't go out there and say that for sure. Or excuse me, I think he's 16 years old. Yeah. My gosh. McDavid, Matthews, Vasilevsky, Draisaitl, and Ovechkin for Fiala. Okay, they're not going to Minnesota for that. I gotta say, I love the video and streams, especially the Canadians ones. Thank you, Atomic Brax. I appreciate that. PK is in Montreal for their Grand Prix right now. That's funny. What's your favorite Goalhorn? Song notwithstanding. I said earlier that the Boston Goalhorn is pretty good. If you're going goal song, though, I gotta say either Chelsea Dagger or Holiday from the Canucks. Kent Hughes is gonna get Crosby. Okay, no, Sidney Crosby is not coming to the Montreal Canadiens. By the way, I have my my ice cap with me. It's all melted. I've got the Beebs Brew Cup. You know what's kind of weird about this? So this is just a regular ice cap. I'm drinking it. It's almost done. I saw on Facebook Marketplace earlier this week, somebody in my town was selling one of these like Justin Bieber cups for $100, and it had like 20 people like listed it. I don't know if that was like a bot or whatever, but like, I think we're kind of seeing the same thing that we saw with those McDonald's BTS cups, that I think some super fans might go crazy for a Justin Bieber themed Tim Hortons cup. Sorry, I just kind of saw that on the back of my eyes, so I thought I would talk about that. Who is Mishkov and why is everybody obsessing over him? He is the next Russian phenom, yes. Can we let Kirill shine a little bit more? He is all I got right now. Kirill is absolutely shining still. The guy got over a goal a game in this postseason. He's fantastic. In your opinion, what separates Bedard from the rest of the WHL skill-wise? Scouching said this on one of his Scouching Lives, but Connor Bedard is a really intriguing player because he's almost like a mix of both McDavid and Matthews. What are the defining traits of Austin Matthews? It's his shot, it's his release, it's the quickness, it's the deception, it's how He can get it off from any angle. It's how he can just throw it on net and it always goes in. Romana, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate that. What makes Connor McDavid so good? It's the pace that he plays with. It's the amount of control that he has when he has the puck, especially when he's streaking down the offensive zone. It's the dangling that he can do to make players fall for his tricks and fall down. Connor Bedard is like a weird hybrid where he has that shooting ability like Matthews, but he also has the pace of Connor McDavid. Now, I don't want to make it seem like he is a combination of the two purely, but if you think about how he plays and what makes him better than everybody else, he has a pace that allows him to go by everybody. He has a shot that goes in. Connor Bedard is a weird hybrid. Maybe not at the same level as those guys. Like, he won't be like a 130-point player. But could Connor Bedard be a 100-point player in the National Hockey League? I definitely think so. And it's wild that I'm saying that about a 16-year-old. So that's kind of why I feel like he is so good. Bedard has the full package except size. Yeah, that's it. Except size. That's the only thing that he really doesn't have. But he's still 16. He can grow. I'd like to gamble on Ivan Miroshnichenko with the Habs late first. That's a really good pick. Really good pick. Abs are my team, but it would be awesome to see a three-peat. I am torn. Really, Princess Polly? You're thinking about it. You are, like, saying, oh, wow, I'd rather see this. Wow, that's really interesting. Really interesting. The Habs need a consistent player on the right wing to play with Suzuki and Caulfield. Who should the Habs target in free agency to fill the gap, or should they put Dadonov there? Put Dadonov there, let that guy score 70 points again, and then trade him at the trade deadline for 2 first-round picks. That's the plan right there. Opinion. Backstrom stops messing with the Caps and retires. Three-peat is cool, but I'm bored from watching blue dudes carry the darn cup. It was the Blues and the Bolts. Let's get some green, red, and gold on there. Yeah, like, it could have been the Stars. It could have been the Canadiens. It could be the Avalanche. We'll see. Let's go Red Wings, Mark says. To start a franchise, Mr. Joker asks, which duo would you want to start a franchise with? All in their prime. Crosby Malkin, McDavid, Draisaitl, Yossi Makar, Price Vasilevsky. Okay, well, it's not Price Vasilevsky. You wouldn't take 2 goaltenders there. Oh, man, all in their prime. I might just go Crosby Malkin. Like, I feel like Malkin is so underrated when it comes to, like, how good that guy actually was in his prime. I might go Crosby Malkin. I've seen Bedard light up my hometown team. He is skilled as heck. Yeah, he is, yeah. I like Jimmy Snuggerud, Yuri Kulich, and Lane Hudson so much. Yeah, they're good players. What is your favorite jersey ever? Probably the Anaheim Mighty Ducks jersey from the 90s. That's a really beautiful one. With, like, the duck. I have Paul Correa jersey right there. Yeah, I could probably show you. I'll do that later. I catch a lot of flack as people say I should root for my team. That's funny, Princess Polly. Imagine a line of Caulfield, Suzuki, and Fantilli in 3 years. Oh, that's a really good one. Adam Fantilli. I love Adam Fantilli. He is so good. He would go first overall in this year's draft, in my opinion. Cogliano in the warm-ups for the Avalanche. Okay, there you go. Who should the Red Wings target as a backup goalie? I'm thinking Holtby or Hughes. Any thoughts? Well, the last time Braden Holtby signed a contract to be a backup, I mean, wasn't that with Vancouver? No, it wasn't. It was the Dallas contract. Holtby is really good, but, like, I don't know. He was so... I have such a soured opinion on Braden Holtby because of his Vancouver time. It's not really the best. I would start with Lucic and Reeves. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. Do you play hockey in real life? I play a lot of floor hockey, drop-in ball hockey, no ice hockey, although I can skate. I'm just a lot more of a fan of the pickup stuff where I don't need to put on too much equipment. Hello, Lauren Darkin. What's going on? I hadn't seen a player protect the puck the way Malkin did in his prime since Jágr. Yeah, Malkin, he is so underrated amongst, like, the best NHLers of this millennium conversation. Like, Malkin is legit a beast. If he was on any other team, behind any other center, like, I think we would be talking a lot more about Malkin than we are right now. What NHL team would you say is in the worst shape? My pick is the Sharks. Bad that they won't make the playoffs, but not bad enough to get a top 5 pick. Yeah, the Sharks are in a really bad spot, especially with those Karlsson and Vlasic contracts they're going to have to get rid of. Arizona, I see Adam saying Arizona is the worst. In terms of the on-ice product, I guess you could definitely say that, but they are acquiring so many gosh darn draft picks and draft potential. Like, it's wild, man. Like, I cannot fault the Arizona Coyotes for doing what they're doing. Getting all those picks, getting all these, like, bad players and bad contracts and giving them a space to shine. Like, Shane Gostisbehere, they got draft picks to get Shane Gostisbehere. And that guy got 50 points this year. Like, that's crazy. Something like that. Do you think Farrell will join the Habs in the next few years? Sean Farrell? I hope he does. He better. He's really good. What's up? What's up, Crush Plays? How are we doing? How much of Holtby's success was the Mitch Korn effect? I'm not too sure. If you're talking about external executives, I know my experience mostly is just watching Vancouver, and, like, Ian Clarke, the Canucks goaltending coach, is so good at what he does. Like, he turned Markstrom into Markstrom. He turned Demko into Demko. There was a lot of really, really good things that worked out there. It just didn't really feel like Holtby worked out. I don't know. So I'm not sure if it was, like, really the Mitch Korn effect. Lego, when's the collab with the neighbor's dog, the hockey guy? 3 massive fans with good opinions. Okay, I don't know about the neighbor's dog. Nor do I necessarily know about the hockey guy. I'd love to collab with the hockey guy, but we are not really in... I think he lives down the highway from me. It's something like that. I'm not sure. There are NHL teams in Canada. Can there be NHL teams in Mexico? I mean, if there's any interest, that'd be cool. I don't see why not, other than you need the funding for it, but that sounds cool. They should hire me as a goalie. Me and my wheelchair could stop all the shots. Wow, that's what a comment there, Princess Polly. Ben, I saw your comments. Snuggeroo, Coolidge, and Hudson. Good. That's good to see. Crush Plays. Organizationally, though, it's always so uncertain. Yeah, that's true. That makes sense. If you're talking about, like, the way their team is managed. Okay, but to be fair, they did lose out on Chayka after he got that draft scandal, right? So, I don't know. Maybe it's different now, but I definitely still do like what they're doing. Holtby will be a solid backup. I don't see as a number 1, but I forgot the Smith would be a solid backup for the Wings. Yeah, Casey DeSmith option as well, I guess. Honestly, Philly. That's a good one. Yeah, Philadelphia is in a pretty bad spot, I feel like, as well. Top 5 bargain contracts for guys who produce. Well, if you're going to exclude everybody who is on an entry-level deal, which I think you kind of have to, there are a few contracts that I feel like could be considered really big bargains. Nick Suzuki could play a lot better than his contract is. I think you could say the same thing about Josh Anderson. Obviously, we're just kind of sticking with the Habs for now, but I don't know. Is that really likely that Josh Anderson plays a lot better than a contract? I'm not sure. Oh, JT Miller. Huge bargain contract. The biggest bargain contract in the NHL. He's a 100-point player, and he's playing at $5.5 million. That's the biggest contract right now. 100-point player, man. For the Habs, they need to suck for a couple of years. Look at every cup-winning team. They have sucked for years to get high draft picks. Mitch Korn is Trotz's goalie Jedi. Wherever Korn goes, Vesnas follow. If Vegas manages to screw the latest coach hiring, do you think any other top elite coaches will give Vegas a chance? That's a great question. I don't know, Lauren. I guess we'll have to wait and see. How does the fan base treat Bruce Cassidy? Of all these teams, Devils, Flyers, Kraken, Coyotes, Blackhawks is in the next best shape going into the next season. I gotta say Devils. The Devils are looking really good. I like them a lot. Plus the fact that they're going to get a second overall player or trade it away for somebody who can help them out right now. I got to say New Jersey. When is the team coming to Quebec? I have no real idea. When will Bettman let this thing happen? Sup, Lego? What's going on, Habs fan highlights? How are we doing? Thanks for being here. Same to you, John Joseph Neiman. What happened to the Panthers in the playoffs? I had them winning it all this year against Calgary. Yeah, I don't know. Florida just kind of forgot how to play hockey. Really, really bad, man. Like, just it's not even just the fact that they got swept. Like when Winnipeg got swept by Anaheim in 20 whatever it was, like that was a really tight series and all those games could have gone like any way. But this Tampa Florida thing, like it was just Tampa's to win. Rem Pitlick, yeah. He's a good player. Do the Avs win in a sweep? Oh, I don't think you're going to sweep the Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't think that's possible. Um, I had the Lightning actually winning in 6, so who knows? Hey Lego, who's the player to watch during the Memorial Cup? Well, it depends what fan you are. If you're a fan of the Wings, obviously go for Sebastian Cossa. If you're a fan of the Canadians, then watch Caden Gooley. Also watch Arbor Xhekaj on the Hamilton Bulldogs. St. John, I don't really think they have a chance. But at the end of the day, I do think it's Edmonton's trophy to lose this time around. So I think you should probably be putting a lot of attention on the Oil Kings there. Let's go. My favorite team, the Devils. The Flyers got Torts. Love the guy. Yes, they did get Torts. What do you think about having 2 Toronto teams or 2 Vancouver teams? I wouldn't do that. No. I would not do that in the slightest. I would not do that. Imagine getting a second Toronto team. That would be crazy. I've seen on Pro Hockey Rumors Detroit actually might make a push for Jack Campbell. Ooh, that's an interesting topic. We might be able to talk about that on the channel. Agreed. Winning lotteries like Edmonton has helped the Diablos. Yeah, it has. Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, and now second overall. Like, it's not fun for any fan of other teams. Oh, man. I think everybody was kind of watching when we did our stream for the draft lottery, right? And I just kind of freaked out like New Jersey won again? No way. New Jersey won? Big Cheese. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Who is your pick for the Red Wings coach? Mine is Lalonde from Tampa Bay. Also can't wait to see Edvinsson and Soderblom in training camp. Yeah, that's kind of mine as well. I would like to see Lalonde take over the reins. Mostly because I really do like what Tampa has, and if Lalonde can take some of that energy into Detroit, obviously you have the former GM, right? But like, I do think there's a lot more that Yzerman could do to try to replicate the amount of success they had over there, and Lalonde, I'd be willing to give him a chance. Also, yeah, Edvinsson and Soderblom training camp, 2 very good studs, 2 very big studs as well. It's gonna be funny, right? Like Soderblom, Edvinsson, Seider, Rasmussen, like this can be a really big team. In order for a team to come to Quebec, a team needs to come to the Western Conference. I hate Shawinigan. The refs helped them beat the Islanders. Oh man. Who do you think the Devils would trade the second overall pick for? I know some people want the Wild to give Fiala with some more for it, but I'm not sure if that would happen. I don't know either. We're all going to find out together, I guess. If they just decide to draft like Slavkovsky, then I guess that conversation is nipped in the bud. Do you think Caulfield can get around 40 goals this upcoming season? The crazy thing is, Atomic Brax, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say it's possible. Like, the fact that I'm talking about a 20-year-old guy who was 15th overall and who's only 5'7" is, like, that's crazy. But I think he's good enough that he could get 40. He could. If he doesn't get it, I wouldn't be surprised. But if he does get it, I wouldn't be surprised either. Lethbridge and Charlottetown will be in the Memorial Cup next year. We'll see. About a week ago, I saw someone's list on Twitter for the next year's draft, and he had Mishkov at 10. Would be crazy if he did manage to slip spots because of his KHL contract. Yeah. That's kind of what it is, man. Like, I know a lot of NHL teams are not patient. Like, some are really desperate to get their guys in the system already. Like, and if you're not going to have any access to this player for 2 years or whatever, 2-3 years, that's going to be a deferral for some teams. I think you could say the same as to why Podkolzin dropped in 2019. He was supposed to be a top 3 pick. He slipped at 10. Now, I don't want to say that Podkolzin and Mishkov are on the same level, but there was a Russian factor there that made things difficult. And plus, that was 3 years ago. Now, the current, like, climate politically in Russia, like, who knows if Russian athletes are even going to be allowed to leave the country in the next few years, depending on what happens with all this stuff with Ukraine and everything. That's one of the uncertainties added onto these players like Gleb Trikazov, Ivan Miroshnichenko. Obviously, Miroshnichenko having a lymphoma also makes things worse for him. So, Russian players, just in general, it's really difficult to project what's going to happen with them these next few years in the draft. Kosa not ready for NHL one more year, maybe? Yeah, goaltenders take a long time anyway. He's not gonna come over right away. Not sure if I'm out of the loop here, but I'm still kind of lost as to why Detroit took Kosa over Wallstead. I don't know. Oh my gosh, has the game started already? No, it didn't start yet. Okay. Kevin BX, man, you're debating me. I don't know. Yeah. They just like Kosa more, I guess. We made a lot of videos, actually, leading up to the draft about Kosa potentially being taken first, and long story short, his season in the WHL was so gosh darn good that it was kind of difficult to ignore. But a lot of people, I feel, kind of looked at that and said, oh, look at this Kosa guy, he's doing so well. But then they kind of ignore the body of work that Jesper Wallstedt has had ever since he was like 16 years old. So, your guess is as good as mine, man. Philly's the most inconstant team. I like Gronberg. Yeah, Gronberg could be a good pickup for sure. It depends on if they decide to go that route. Number 2 prospect goalie in the QMJHL draft, Gabriel Daig, has been running a YouTube channel for a while, and I've been following him, so it's cool to see him achieve his dreams. That's really cool. I might have to check that out, Fizzy. Who do you think will have a better NHL career, Jack Hughes or Trevor Zegras? If I had to put money on it, I'd say Jack Hughes. Why wasn't the game yesterday? Because they wanted a Saturday night game. Saturday night and we're in the spot. Don't believe me? Just watch. Next Red Wings coach, I want to see Fedorov or Trotz. I have no idea where Fedorov came from, dude. I don't think that he actually was even in this conversation until the guys over in Vegas put him on the bets odds list. You watched the new Stranger Things yet? I have not seen any Stranger Things after season 1. I saw season 1 when it came out. It was cool. And then I just kind of tuned out. Like, I know it's getting all the hype now with the Kate Bush song and everything. By the way, I'm a hipster. I knew about that Kate Bush song before Stranger Things. Do you think the current situation with Russia... Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we said, Adam. Yeah, for sure. Thoughts on the Habs trading up to get some more picks in the first 2 rounds? I don't think they really need to trade up to get more picks. They already have so many. Lego, I think the Devils will trade the 2nd overall pick for DeBrincat and get Johnny Gaudreau in free agency. That would be so cool. Gaudreau, Hughes, and DeBrincat on one line. Oh, mwah, chef's kiss. Same thing with Grigorenko. Imagine some players leave the Flyers like it happened in Columbus when Torts came. With the current international situation in Russia, I don't think it's likely a major Russian national icon and current KHL championship coach will... Yeah, for sure. Trust the Yzer plan, yeah. Can you see Suzuki getting 90 to 100 points in a few years? Okay, I'll say it like this. If Suzuki retires 20 years from now and he has one 100-point season, I wouldn't be too surprised. If he does that multiple times, then I would be surprised. I think Nick Suzuki is one of these players that can get to 95, 100 points once in his career and maybe never reach that mark again, but still be a really good player. I think we're starting to see now, especially with the... Oh my gosh, look at that. It's the draft, guys. There's Shane Wright on the side there. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of geeking out because Kyle Bukauskas has some of these draft picks. Is that Savoy and Connor Geeky? Yeah, okay, yeah. So there are some draft picks on the screen that are watching the Stanley Cup Finals right here. Shane Wright's a part of this crew. And, I can't actually listen to it right now because I'm sitting here talking. But Shane Wright is there, Connor Geeky is there. I thought I saw Savoy. You have Cutter Gauthier as well, so that's pretty cool. Going back to the 100 points thing, JT Miller had 99 points. He would have had 100 had he just buried that goal in overtime against the Oilers or played 2 more games because he only had 80 games played. So, yeah, no, JT Miller got to 100 points. I think it's possible that a lot of people get to 100. Would Montreal be interested in a trade with Carolina for Ryan Suzuki? Oh, man, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool, but I don't know if Montreal would really need it. My mom found a signed Kevin Bieksa shirt at Valley Village. That's awesome. That's really cool. Lego, what do you think of the Boys show on Amazon Prime? I have not watched it, but I know of its reputation, and I do like the character design. Kosa is way better. Detroit took the right goalie. Future cuts for Detroit. Great tandem, Kosa and Ned. I think Jesper Wallstedt deserves some respect too, man. I definitely do think he deserves some respect. Who wins the Hart? Probably Igor Shesterkin. Abhi Singh? Pupuru. Wonder what that means. Nice to see you, though, Abhishek. Thank you for stopping by. What do you think the Als goaltender Ilya Sorokin's ceiling is? Do you think him and Igor will be the best goalie, will battle for the best goalie in the league in the coming years? Thanks from an Islanders fan. Yeah, no worries, Danny. I definitely do think Sorokin has that potential to win a Vezina maybe once or twice in his career. I know in Russia, it was always the thing, oh, it's him and Igor, and then you had Samsonov kind of thrown in there as well, but I thought that Samsonov was the worst of the three. Zagreus, I prefer flashy stick handling over flashier diving. I still like Stutzla, though, just not the label he's getting. Devils need to fire Lindy Ruff. Suzuki might be a similar player to Larkin, in my opinion. Solid two-way player. That's true. Larkin also had like 77 points as well, so I do think that there's a lot of production potential from him. What is this that we're watching? This like saxophone dude in front of a stage in Colorado? What is this? Anybody else watching the Hockey Night in Canada broadcast? I think the Leafs should trade for Ilya Sorokin. He's only making $4 million for 2 more years. You're not going to pry away Lou Lamoriello's prize goaltender that easily, though. Do you think the Habs could get the 2nd overall pick without trading Caulfield and Suzuki? I don't think so. I want the Habs to draft right and try to get Connor Geekie. Well, you're probably going to have to trade up then, because Connor Geekie might go available. He might be like taken really early in the draft. DeBrincat to Detroit for Zadina, 8th pick and a prospect. Interesting. I would like to bring Cat in Detroit, but I don't know. Gotta snag new big fat joy. Princess Polly, interesting comment there. What is 3 ice? Does anyone know? I don't know what that is, actually. Andrew was looking for a stream, enjoying the pregame chat, man. Solid stuff. Hey, thank you. I appreciate the kind words, man. Thank you. Let's just refresh the stream over here and see how many likes we're at. Right now, we are at 34 likes. That is awesome, guys. Let's see if we can get to 40 likes before the game actually starts. If we can get 6 more people clicking that like button, let's see if we can go to that grand number 40. I think the Habs make a trade for Peter Mrazek. Maybe. I mean, Peter Mrazek, eh? That's kind of not too reliable of an option there. The Canes and Habs probably aren't going to link up for any trades. That's true. I did not think about that. Adam, you have a great point. The entire offer sheet conundrum, I think it pretty much soured that relationship in the worst way possible. Did you hear the stuff about Cam Talbot's wife after Marc-Andre Fleury started over him? Yes, I did see that. It was definitely not, like, pleasing to see. Was Sorokin the starter for the Isles in the playoffs? The Isles didn't make the playoffs. Unless you're talking about before. Appreciate the response. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Did the Isles make the playoffs this year? No, they didn't, right? New York, Pittsburgh, Carolina, Boston, Washington, Florida. Yeah, no, the Isles didn't make the playoffs this year. I'd avoid Connor Geekie. I can understand why you would avoid Connor Geekie. Gio, you should put the chat in the stream in the corner or something. I don't know how to do that on YouTube. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do that on YouTube. Not too bad. Bring Alex back home. Thrice. Oh, that's what it means. Okay. Trade proposal. The Coyotes get Ottinger. The Stars get... Okay, no. I'm not going to entertain that idea. Not entertaining that idea, Fizzy. No. My video like list is reserved for music videos because I'm too lazy to make a playlist. I actually understand that vibe very much, Princess Polly. I was lucky number 40. There you go, John. Thank you so much. What is your 2022 player draft ranking from your perspective? Let's just do a quick, like, top 10, I guess. I'd say Wright, Cooley. I'd go Juracek, Slavkovsky, Nemec, And then after that, I guess you could say, like, I'd say Savoy's up there. I'd say Lambert's up there. Who the heck else is available in the draft? I mean, I'm just doing it off the top of my head here. I like Marco Kasper a lot, but I don't think I would put him in my top 10. Oh, Lekaramaki, I think I'd put in my top 10. I think he's very talented. Joakim Kemell as well. And then rounding out my top 10, darn, that's a really tough question. I actually haven't prepared any, like, sufficient mock drafts or anything, so I'm just kind of doing that off the cuff. Replace number 10 with whoever else you would want. Maybe, I'm not sure. Mrazek, I'd prefer, again, a gamble on Samsonov. I would love to offer sheet Netjosh. The guy's a beast. If it's Montreal doing it, that would be so funny. No, they didn't. I think he meant last year. I see. In my opinion, the Habs need a goalie and a number 1 defenseman. Do you think we will draft or trade to get these? No, you're not going to. You're going to draft Shane Wright, and you're going to draft whoever else is available that happens to be there. Because you're not going to draft your number 1 goalie in the 2022 draft when you need a goalie for 2022. Like, your goalies are going to take a long time to develop. Don't draft for need, like, in the now, because all the players you draft are not going to play for you for years. So, I don't think that's going to happen there. Do you think the Habs could make a trade for Holloway? If it's Josh Anderson involved, maybe. 3 Eyes is a 3-on-3 tourney that's going through North America on a tour, and the winner gets $1 million, I think. Pavel Barber is involved with it, so he'd explain it better. Okay, I see. What about the Kuzmenko hype? The guy had a pretty good day in Vancouver, it appears, so I hope he comes over. Lambert, so intriguing. Yeah, he is. Frank Nazar. I'd put Frank Nazar in my top 10, yeah. Gio, real question. As a Sabres fan, if we hit on our three first-rounders, how far do you think we are from competing? Well, it depends on what you mean by hit. Like, if you hit on them, yeah, okay, great, you're going to take a good player, but how long until that guy actually makes your team? It's going to be 2-3 years, like, max, right? So I definitely don't think you're going to be competing right away just because you draft a really good player in the middle of the first round, but it definitely is a good piece to have, for sure. What is your favorite AHL team on the coolness scale? I like that question a lot. The coolness scale. I gotta say, okay, no, Abbotsford Canucks. I don't want to. They're my favorite AHL team just because they're here. But in terms of the cool AHL teams, I gotta agree with you. The Phantoms are a really good one. Lehigh Valley, yeah, for sure. I also do like. Oh man. I'm thinking about the San Diego Gulls. That's a very good one. I like the San Diego Gulls. Romana, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate that. The Griffins are a good one, too. That's a good one, Tom. That's a great question. AHL teams on the coolness scale. Can Jack Hughes go top 20 this year in the draft? I think it's possible. I don't think it's likely, though. I think he likely goes somewhere in the 25 to 35 range. Alright, come on, Avs, let's go. I really like the Islanders. They're probably my favorite American team aside the Coyotes. Chicago Wolves, yeah, that's a good one for sure as well. Mods, thank you so much for doing your job here. I appreciate that, Fizzy. Draft players rarely impact a team, let alone play on an NHL team. Yeah, exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make for sure, Adam. Hartford Wolfpack are cool. Yeah, they have a good, really good logo, considering they play in a once NHL stadium with the Whalers. Oh, really? They play in that shopping mall where the Hartford Whalers... Oh, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Hartford Wolfpack, Hartford Whalers, yeah. That didn't connect in my mind, actually. There's another Jack Hughes. Yes, there is, Danny. He is the son of current Montreal Canadiens GM Kent Hughes, and he is eligible for the 2022 draft. His name is Jack Hughes, even though he's not related to the New Jersey Jack Hughes, nor Quinn Hughes, nor Luke Hughes, nor Jack Quinn from the Buffalo Sabres system. Kind of weird that there are all these names being tossed around here, but yeah, there is another Jack Hughes. Did you hear what Jean-Sebastien D said? Please enlighten me, Rafi. I don't think I saw it. What do you think about Calgary moving their AHL team to or near Calgary? I think that'd be good for them, yeah. Stockton is pretty far away. I miss the Hartford Whalers, yeah. Streams are back? Yes, Kai. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. Hope life's been treating you well, my friend. BCHL social media person. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. What is the thing with the second Elias Pettersson you did the video about? Is he going to get drafted? I think he's going to get drafted. Like, I could see Elias Pettersson going somewhere in the 3rd or 4th round. I don't think he's going to go undrafted. The fact that he also made the World Under-18 team and performed pretty well, I think, like, that's going to boost his stock even just a little bit to see him get drafted. But yeah, there's a second Elias Pettersson, which is really cool. Go Bolt, go, Adam says. We are getting closer to puck drop, man. This is what I said earlier. Even though the game is supposed to start at 5, it's going to be like 5:20 when the puck drops. The Orlando Solar Bears and the Greenville Swamp Rabbits are the best names in hockey. That's it, yeah. I do like the Solar Bears a lot. Oh man, there are a lot of really good ECHL teams. The Florida Everblades are pretty good too. You gonna be grinding with me on Tuesday? Heard you guys are gonna get a proper celebration now. Yeah, man. I know we're getting a proper celebration now. Okay, so I'm going to set the stage. We've got 102 people in this chat. Thank you all so much for being here. One of them, Kai, knows what I'm talking about. The 100 and other ones don't. So I was in the BCIT radio program from 2018 to 2020. 2020 was 2 years ago. I finished. Ever since 2020 ended, I've been making YouTube videos full-time. It's been my full-time job. But because the pandemic hit when it did, my classmates and I, in my 2020 graduating radio class, we didn't get a proper, convocation celebration. We didn't get to put on the grad gown and walk down the aisle. It's taken place at a church near BCIT. And so now, 2 years later, they are doing a whole bunch of makeup convocations for all the programs that ended in 2020, and I assume 2021, that didn't get a proper ceremony. And now, mine is actually coming up later this month, I believe. And we were all invited. Hey, you graduated 2 years ago? Come back here 2 years later and walk down the aisle. Some of my classmates are doing it. I'm personally not, because I was kind of thinking, I was like, do I want to... This happened 2 years ago. Like, I personally don't really care too much. Like, I mean, I really need to... I gotta spend money to rent the gown and everything. And, like, I told some of my friends, I was like, yeah, if you guys end up hanging out after the convocation, I'll hang out with you guys, but I don't want to spend any more money on BCIT after going there, spending thousands of dollars per semester. Sure, it's paid off tenfold because my career now pays a lot more than the semesters and everything cost. But yeah, it's 2 years in advance. Like, if it happened on the spot, I probably would have been more enthusiastic. Like, of course, if you remove the pandemic and everything, but like, I don't know, it just doesn't really feel the same to me doing it 2 years after and having like a fraction of the people actually going to be there. I already know a lot of my other classmates are not going to come, but the ones that are, it's not really a good amount of people. No disrespect to them. I love all of them. It's just, there's only so many people going. So, I don't know. I'm not going to be going, though. I apologize, Kai. I'm not going to be able to see you in real life. We are getting a proper celebration, but I'm not going to be there, unfortunately. 50 more likes to 50, boys. Or 3 more likes to 50. Let's go. Let's see if we can get 3 more likes before the game starts. Worked well for the Griffins and the Wings. Close AHL teams are great for fans and great for call-ups. Yeah, for sure. I feel like if there was a draft-eligible dude who shared a name with Connor McDavid, we would get drafted even though it was dog crap at the game. Maybe. I thought I no longer hated the Avs, but the further they got, the more I wanted them to lose. If the Avs win, the Wings must rise from the ashes to destroy them. Wow, that is really deep-seated, Adam. I respect it. I respect it. JSD said that only Quebecois should play for the Habs. Okay, no. Oh my gosh, Jean-Sebastien D, please. I went to one of my college graduations so people could get picks. I skipped all the others. Congrats, Lego. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Apparently it's just 2022s and 2020s. I mean, you already got the papers. I'll let you know if they call your name, though. Maybe. I mean, if they call my name, cool, but I'm not going to be there. You finally getting paid the big bucks from YouTube? Yes, have been for a few years now. It's why I make 3 videos a day. Do you see the Habs moving up in the draft to top 20, maybe 10? I don't think they need to. They already have so many picks. I think it's going to be fine no matter where they draft in this year's entry draft. But it looks like we actually have the broadcast starting, so let's go ahead and do this. Okay, let's go over here. We'll go over onto the Where is it? Yes, here. This is what we're looking at. Sorry, I had to go back on this here, because it looks like the game might be close to starting. So let's go ahead and do the Firefox. Where is the Firefox? Oh, man. It is not showing up here, unfortunately. Oh, boy, that is really not good. Okay, yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna... Stream might go down for a little bit, actually. Okay, no. For some reason, the... Okay, we're just gonna have to copy and paste it and put it into the other one here. Okay. Okay, we'll just do this. Yeah, we gotta work around. We're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, Tampa Bay Lightning and everything. There you go. There you go. We're here, guys. We're here. We have to just make sure that everything is all aligned and working well. That should be good enough, yeah? Tampa Bay, here you go. Okay, yeah, we'll leave it like this for a little bit before the game actually begins. Bra Lego, are you skipping me? They appear interested in the Karamaki. What team are we talking about? Sorry, I had to go out there and change everything on the stream format. How is that? Is that good enough? Yeah, I think that's good enough. Let's keep it like this for a bit, and then actually do the game when the game starts. Yes, let's do that. Is it pronounced like Karamaki? Karamaki, yeah, pretty much, I think. Didn't know this was your full-time job. Congrats. Yeah, a lot of people don't. It's pretty under the radar kind of thing, but I'm really appreciative of it for sure. About 2 years ago, I won the tricycles on ice intermission at the Hershey Bears game. That's interesting, Tom. That's pretty cool. Oh, the Habs. Okay, okay. The Habs want La Karamaki? Is that what we're talking about? Okay, okay. Okay, I think we caught up. All right. So national anthems are going on over here. Wow, look at the camera work. That's really good. Robert, I love your vids. Thank you so much, Robert. I appreciate the kind words. Crush plays. My prediction for the Stanley Cup 2023 is Avalanche Lightning. Rematch, eh? Okay. That's the Detroit-Pittsburgh situation there. Key to getting popular streamers to read your comment is to use emojis. Well, I don't know if I would classify myself as a popular streamer, but we definitely do have a good community here, so I'm happy to see. All right, here we go. The game looks like it's going to be starting, and we are going to be talking through it. Good morning from Malaysia. Thanks for all your hard work, Gio. JDC, I did not forget about you. Thank you so much for being here once again. Good morning to all of you Malaysian folks from Vancouver over here. Anyone else think Darcy Kemper is dreamy? He's going to be my boyfriend someday. I mean, I won't disagree, I guess. I don't really think he's an ugly dude, so yeah, I guess so. But with that, we are indeed underway. Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals is officially going on, and it'll be Cale Makar who has to chase the puck into his own zone. We don't have a timer yet, because, okay, this is what we need to do. Can we zoom out? Yes, there you go. That's perfect. That is perfect. Right there. Yes, that is what we want. That is what we want, with the scoreboard and everything. Oh, wait, no. We want the timer, too. Yes, there you go. There you go. Tampa, oh my goodness, they just completely lost control of that one. All right. Lego, do you draft Malkin over Ovechkin in a redraft if both are healthy? I draft Ovechkin first, still. I want to give you guys the timer, but... Oh, there's a chance in front! Andrei Vasilevsky has to stay down on his post. One timer from the point, deflection to the corner. Right now we're at 19:02, 01, 18:59, 18:58. Oh no, we have a stoppage in play. It's offside or something. Okay. So, Game 2 has officially begun between the Avalanche and the Lightning. I am Canadian, Geo. Yes, I get that. It's just Malaysia, like people located in Malaysia. That's what I meant. Sorry on the confusion there. Colorado win 4-0. I am alone here or do the national anthems in sports. I mean, it's hit or miss. Hit or miss. Depending on who the singer is. Ryan McDonough is in the penalty box for roughing. Okay. So, the Avalanche get an early power play. Do we still need the timer or what? Because we haven't actually dropped the puck yet. Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. It's won by Tampa. Hedman dumps it all the way down. Kept into the line there. Here's Cale Makar. Makar, top of the umbrella, over to the right side. Rantanen the shot, and that one is stopped up by Vasi. Okay, there you go. There you go. Anyone else sad that we didn't get Canes versus Stars for the Cup? Honestly, Robert, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Canes versus Stars is a really particular matchup. I'm not really too sure why that one would have been significant. Maybe I just don't remember why that would have been a good one. But face-off will be controlled by Tampa. They dump it all the way back down. And Cale Makar will start things back out in his own zone. Right now we're at 18:32, 31, 30, 29, 28 seconds left, and there's a shot made by McKinnon. It goes wide, picked up by Landeskog on the left. Makar, Rantanen, back over to Makar. He's got McKinnon on the side there. Makar goes over to Rantanen. Makar with the one-timer. That one goes wide. Here's Nathan McDaddy McKinnon. Landeskog around for Rantanen on the right side. Rantanen down low, gets the pass back. He's in the corner. Feeds the point. Intercepted by Cirelli, and he sends that one all the way back down. Good penalty-killing opportunity there for Anthony Cirelli. Let's get the 70 legs, chat. Yes, let's try to do that. Cale Makar getting pressured heavily there by Pierre-Edouard Bellemare in his own zone. Gives it off to Burakovsky, the OT winner in Game 1. Around for Newhook. He finds Byram. Byram goes back down low. It's out of the reach of Newhook. Sergachev is there, and he sends the puck all the way down. 34 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Byram drops it off for Devon Taves. I think you can hear the vroom vroom outside, eh? Here comes Andrei Burakovsky. He finds Newhook. A backhander goes behind the net. 20 seconds to go in the man advantage. Byram goes over to Nichushkin. Nichushkin, Taves right side. Down the boards, stopped up here. Burakovsky down to the corner. Burakovsky gets it back in front. Nichushkin scores! It's 1-0 Colorado! Movement and puck protection on the power play. The second unit gets it done. The Colorado Avalanche have scored, and it's 1-0 before the Lightning even get a shot. That was a great play. Very good play. Look at the puck movement right there. Alex Newhook in the corner, sending it over to Burakovsky, who finds Nichushkin sneaking right in there. Valeri Nichushkin has been an absolute boss these past few playoff games, and he buries one far side. He gets boxed right there in the perfect position. Ruda is not fast enough. It's 1-0 Colorado, and it's only been 3 minutes into the hockey game. 3 goals in 2 games for him? Yeah, no. Nichushkin has been great. Avs are too good. I agree. Look at that play on the boards there. Very nice. Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's play along the boards. Tampa Bay better stop getting so many penalties. Yeah, they kind of need to stop that. Face-off controlled by Tampa. It'll be Gabe Landeskog setting that one in deep. First to it, though, is the captain, Steven Stamkos. He goes around to Hedman, sends it up the boards, but it's controlled by Colorado in the neutral zone. Landeskog waits for his teammates to clear. Hedman dumps it down. Landeskog takes Hedman down. Makar down low. He's got some room. In front. It bounces around. Loose. Makar picks it back up. Out to the side. McKinnon with a shot. Loose rebound. Oh my gosh, that one went up high and over the net. Gabe Landeskog had a point-blank opportunity, and he didn't hit the target at all. I mean, who cares, right? Like, the Tampa Bay Lightning don't even have a shot on goal. This has been all Colorado so far. What a great setup, though, by Cale Makar. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Andrei Vasilevsky, though, has to stay aware of that one. Did I ever mention how much I dislike Joe Sakic? I don't think so, Adam, actually. I'm surprised Perry hasn't been much more impactful. He usually becomes impactful on, like, very clutch moments. Here's Comfort with a shot towards the goal. That one goes wide by everybody. Manson shoves it in deep. It's picked off there by Bogosian. Bogosian quietly sneaks out of his own zone, finds Sergachev. He dumps the puck into the Avalanche zone, but it's quickly picked up by Manson, and the Avalanche transition out back the other way. Here comes Rantanen. A backhander. Oh, he chipped it over the net. Beautiful play there by Mikko. The Avalanche now have to chase it back as Bowen Byram, first man there in his own corner. He throws it up and finds his D partner. Out to center it goes. Lehkonen drops it back for Helm. Here comes Darren Helm over the line. A shot made, and that one was tipped up and over the glass as well. Shots are 4-0. Colorado. 4 minutes and a half into the first period here. Their breakout is just so flawlessly executed. Man, this is a good team. Better than Claude? Better than Claude? What are we talking about here? Nichushkin is so good defensively, and when he can score, he is the total package. Oh yeah, he absolutely is. Nichushkin has been great, man. 15:29 to go here in the first period. Face off to the left of Darcy Kemper. Lego showing off the Lites. What's the Lites? Lattes? I'm not sure what you're saying there, Fizzy. But the puck is picked up by Ryan McDonough. He gets it to the Avalanche blue line, but Colorado quickly turns it over again. Here comes Newhook. He sends it around, stopped up by Maroon. Tampa chips it out to center ice and all the way down. Not enough for icing, though. First to it is going to be Jack Johnson. Johnson gets flushed out. He sends the puck forward. Here comes Sturm. Nico Sturm stopped up, waiting for his teammates, coming back on a line change, but he gave up possession of the puck there. It squeaks back out to Cale Makar at the Colorado blue line. Sakic is better than Claude Lemieux. Ah, I see. McKinnon goes back over to the Von Taves. A long pass forward, ends up behind the Tampa goal line. Vasilevsky comes out to play. He sends one over to the side, and it's picked up there by Steven Stamkos. He throws it over to Kucherov. Kucherov back to his D partner. Well, he's not a defenseman, but you get what I mean. Kucherov out in front, stopped up there. Stamkos couldn't get a handle on it. Now it's picked back up by Ryan McDonough. McDonough retreats back into his own zone. Sends it over to Eric Chernock. And it'll be stopped up there in the Avalanche corner. Picked up by Patty Maroon. Tries to get it back to the point. He forces a shot made. There's the first shot on goal for Colorado. For Tampa Bay. Pretty good one at that. Good angle. But steered aside by Darcy Kemper. Here's Darren Helm now trying to force things out. Former Red Wings legend Darren Helm. He gets stopped up. Bowen Byram now. Out to the side. It's picked up by Byram once again. Here he comes. Burakovsky now into the corner. It's stopped up by Victor Hedman. He's trying to get a handle on that. Ruda chases it off to the other corner, but it's played out to center and flipped back. Here's JT Compher. Throws it over for Rantanen. Gives it up. Braden Point into the middle. Here comes Nick Paul. Paul, the former Senator, drives wide. Down low, he lost the puck. Now it's Cale Makar who tries to play it out. And a second attempt gets it out into the neutral zone. Braden Point will pick things back up. He flips one over to the left side. Ross Colton is there to send it in deep. Devon Taves dropped it off, took it away from Nick Paul. Pretty messy game here in this little segment of the first period. It's just been really back and forth. Not too much momentum either way. Now it's offside. Okay, we're going to have a commercial break here. Lettuce, money? I always thought of lettuce as like hair. Like, oh, you've got greasy lettuce there, baby. Something like that. Has anyone noticed how fluid and perfect the Bolts line changes are? Yeah, it's been really, like, they're a system, man. They are a very fluid and organized system when it comes to getting everything down with line changes. I miss Pavel Bure. I do too. I wasn't even born when he was in Vancouver doing his thing. Darren Brick Hands Helm. Yeah, Brick Hands. But I don't want to go up there and label him for that. How about two-time series clinching overtime goal scorer Darren Helm? How's that sound? Against St. Louis? Against, who is it, Chicago? When he scored that OT goal for the Red Wings? Am I recalling that correctly? Somebody can please let me know about that. Yeah, lettuce means hockey hair, not money. Greasy lettuce, eh? That's kind of what it is when I think about lettuce. 3 Habs legends on the Bolts, Perry, Sergachev, and McDonough. We don't speak about those 3. We do not speak about those 3 in that way. Mark Bergevin, what a great guy. That Drouin trade is so funny now when you think about it in hindsight because of everything that Sergachev ended up doing for the Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, let's get some momentum going here in this game. 12 minutes left to go in the first period. Things definitely have not been, like, the smoothest, I think. But there have been some really good rushes back and forth. Good pace to this game. I think of Corey Perry as a Duck. Yeah, me too. I still think of Corey Perry as the guy that snubbed Daniel Sedin from winning the Hart in 2011, but that's just my biased Canucks fan coming out of me. But right now we're at 21, 20, 19, 18 to go here in the first period, and the puck is behind the Colorado goal line in the corner. Lots of feet kicking for it. It squeaks out. Here comes Andrew Cogliano. He's got a step, a shot, scores! It's Josh Manson! Wow! The Anaheim connection. Cogliano to Manson. He scores on the rush. It's 2-0 Colorado. Wow! Wow. What a fantastic goal. It's Manson and Cogliano leading the rush. Manson gets a 2-on-1. He does not even try to pass it off to the newly placed Avalanche player. He just comes and shoots it and he scores. He goes far side. Vasilevsky has been beaten far side on both of the goals this time. So far, Vasilevsky, man. Oh. You know he doesn't like that. You know he's not going to like that. But the fact that it's Josh Manson of all people that scores... The fact that it's Josh Manson of all people that scores again, good for him, man. Good for him. As well as we talked about the Anaheim connection with Andrew Cogliano. I think this is the first Stanley Cup final in 20 years to not feature a former teammate of Yager. Yeah, that is correct. Same with Bobby Ryan for different reasons. Manson, yeah. Vasilevsky is human? Since when does he allow goals? Since the Stanley Cup Finals in 2022, baby. Adam, could I get some confirmation on that? What was the other goal that Darren Helm scored in overtime to win a series? Was it against Chicago? I said Chicago and St. Louis 2022. But Chicago, of course, was like over a decade ago. Is that correct? Or am I tripping here? I could Google it myself, but I'm paying attention to the game. Here's Newhook, though, in his own zone. Forcing it out to center. It's picked up by Mac Daddy. Nathan McKinnon cutting wide. Stops up. Forces it to the side there by Kucherov. Good play. It looks like there's going to be a penalty. Yes. Delay of game for Mikhail Sergachev. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. You don't want to see that, eh? Vasi has a 666 save percentage. Tampa Bay is playing dumb. You can't play that aggressively with their defensemen. Neither goal was Vasilevsky's fault. That's fair. You don't want to say that a 2-on-1 was the goalie's fault. You'll score once on every 3 shots on Vasilevsky. I mean, that's what the math says so far, Fizzy. That's what the math says. Power play, Colorado. There's a shot made by Rantanen. It's deflected to the side. McDonough hammers it down. Doesn't go. A second attempt does go. It's behind the net. Darcy Kemper will control. Here comes Cale Makar. He tries to force it into the zone himself. He does. No, it's offside. Helm secured the Colorado Avalanche spot in the Western Conference Finals when he scored 5.6 seconds remaining in regulation in Game 6 against the St. Louis Blues. There was another series, though, where he scored an overtime goal to win the series. I believe it was against Chicago. I might be wrong. I want a McKinnon jersey. That's a really good one, yeah. Tampa is playing super undisciplined, and they're paying dearly for it. Yeah, so far, I mean, that's definitely been the tail of the tape. Avalanche win the draw. 1:35 to go here in the man advantage. It's brought over the line by McKinnon. Now Landeskog down low. Feeds Rantanen. Cale Makar. McKinnon. 2 to the goal! Oh my gosh, he was looking for the Landeskog tip. Makar gets it back at the top of the slot. Into the middle. Lehkonen couldn't control, and Cirelli sends it all the way back down. Oh man, Artturi Lehkonen, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Could Demko win the Vezina next year? I think Demko is a legitimate Vezina candidate if he just wasn't getting played behind a Vancouver team that was so bad defensively and that overworked the guy. Devon Toews, out to the side, a shot, and that one was blocked and up high over the glass. The goal came 13 years to the day Helm scored in overtime to give the Wings a 2-1 victory over the Blackhawks in Game 5 of the 2009 Western Conference Finals. That's what I was talking about. Yes! There you go. That's, my memory serves me correctly, I guess. Tampa is stuck playing aggressively or staying back defensively. They need to decide how they want to play. Tampa can't match the speed of the Avs, Adams says. Yeah, that's fair. Good assessment so far, guys. Good assessment so far. Here's a long drive all the way down to the Colorado zone. 46 seconds left to go in the man advantage as Devon Toews picks it up behind his own goal. They need to make a Pat Maroon award for the player on a cup-winning team who contributes the least. That's funny, Fizzy. That's really funny. Here comes Burakovsky. Puck gets knocked around there in the offensive zone. Here's Byram now. Comes in with a shot blocked by Cirelli. It's played by Byram and quickly kept in there. Here's Burakovsky on the side. Chipped into the middle. Devon Toews. 17 seconds to go in the power play. Byram walks in. Lost it for a sec. Picks it back up. He goes off the boards to Toews. Toews, Byram, shot made by Newhook. That one was deflected away by the forward. 4 seconds to go here, and it's played out to the neutral zone by Bowen Byram. Power play is over. Tampa Bay, they surrendered 0 shots in this one, so we'll see where it goes from here. Shots are 6-1 Colorado at the halfway mark of the first, and Artturi Lehkonen gets called for offside. As the game goes and players tire, it will tighten up. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Maroon is a key part of Tampa. They need to get more physical after the Colorado sweep. The Bolts are barely treading water. Yeah, it's tough. They need like a power play or just one shift in the offensive zone to really take control of like just the momentum, man. Not a great period for the Bolts. Not a great period for the Bolts. Maybe there will be revenge served up for these guys and these guys by these guys. Oh, you can't even see it. It's off the screen. Oh, that's my bad. All right, let's move everything like that. There you go. Colorado. Move Dallas over as well. There you go. So Dallas, Montreal, Colorado, the trifecta of Tampa Bay opponents in the Stanley Cup Finals. All right. Now we just got to sit back and wait for this commercial break to end. I needed to get the ice cap in me for some caffeine. Colorado tends to come out strong, then slow down in the second. Tampa just needs to keep the third goal out of this period, and they should be able to be competitive. That's fair, man. Yeah, we saw that last game as well. Like, Tampa really did, or excuse me, Colorado started off really strong with those 3 goals to kick it off. Actually, it was 2-1 and then became 3-1. Right, that's what it was. But yeah, Colorado gets a lot of offense early. That's going to be really the strategy for matching, or for trying to go out there and actually win a game. This guy's going to be the best in the world one day. Jaromir Jagr said that about Nichushkin? No way. What in the world? Wow, he's super optimistic on Val Nichushkin. But it looks like we've got 97 beautiful people over here in the chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us again. Tuning in the middle of the first period here. If you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe and join what it is we have on board here. We do streams, we do videos every day talking about different hockey topics. And we also just have a chill, fun time. So, if you appreciate that, please like the video as well as subscribing as well. Jagr with the Habstrand highlights, yeah. Oh boy, Jaromir Jagr. I don't doubt the guy's hockey intelligence, but wow. 8:57 to go here in the first period. It's played back around to the point. Nikita Kucherov centers it. Here are the Lightning trying to start out a rush. Point. Sends it in deep. First one to it. Josh Manson gets it away from Jan Ruda. The Avalanche chip it up the boards, though. Burakovsky into the middle. Picked off by Hedman. He sends one up, and Tampa Bay's in the zone. There's a shot made by Kucherov. Swiped away there by Darcy Kemper. Here's Braden Point. Back to the point. Left side feed into the middle. Kucherov holds it. Waits. Side feed. In front, there's a great interception by Andrei Burakovsky, who reaches the red line and dumps it in. Gets a change done for the Avalanche. Watching live from St. Paul, Minnesota, USA, but Colorado. Man, I called it 8-2 Colorado. That's so ambitious, Chain Sherlock, but we'll see if it comes true. Here's Ross Colton behind the net in the corner. Back to the left point. Shot made. That one was blocked by something, and it's quickly picked off there by Logan O'Connor. We haven't seen too much of him in this game, unfortunately. This is the first shift he's had in a while. Bro, you'll be a reporter by TSN by 2027. ASMR, LOL. I appreciate the kind words, Chain. I do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tampa's definitely still in this. Never count out the 2-time champs. Oh, for sure, for sure. We've still got 47 minutes of hockey to play. It's just a very bad start when you see that Colorado has the same amount of goals as Tampa has shots. Here's Newhook stealing it. He cuts into the corner. Tries to feed the point. He does. Johnson over to the other side. Bowen Byram in deep. Picked off there by Newhook. Here's Byram with a shot. That one was tipped. Byram, another chance that was backhanded and saved by Vasilevsky. Now Chiarelli trying to force his way by Jack Johnson, and a good back check there by Cogliano to disturb that presence. Colorado tips the puck in. Andrei Vasilevsky stops it up behind his net. Feeds Sergachev. The Lightning getting things going. Maroon backhands that one in deep. Darcy Kemper whips it around the glass. Colorado forces it over the blue line. Corey Perry dumps it back in, but it'll be offside, so they can't touch it. Here's Landeskog over to the side. McKinnon over the zone. Oh, in front, man! He tried to find Landeskog for the backdoor play. It didn't work. That was so beautiful. Man, Nathan McKinnon is so good at hockey. That was amazing. All right, there you go. Mods. Let's hide this user once again. Oh, man, that was great. That's what I was saying about the players tiring. The question, can the Bolts keep it competitive until that happens? Yeah, fair point. Is Zach Bogosian on the Conn Smythe watch? No, he's not. Bogosian is not that good. The only thing that would make Lego's videos better would be if you could show the highlights without being... Yeah. We live in a world where that's not possible, Robert, unfortunately. Tampa is really playing Bogosian with Sergachev. Tampa Bay teams struggle at first against some teams and then get 4 games later. We shall see if they do it again. Yeah, they were down 2-0 against the Rangers. You got to remember that. Lego, do you think the Canucks will sign Morgan Frost or Travis Konechny? I don't know, but I'd like it if they did that. I like Morgan Frost, and Travis Konechny is Bo Horvat's cousin. Here comes Burakovsky to the side. A shot, rebound, they score! It's 3-0 Colorado! Beautiful play. Man, this Burakovsky line has been killing it. They've been so good. Wow. 6:08 to go in the first period, and Burakovsky gets another goal, picking off from his overtime heroics in Game 1. Low shot rebound. Great play by Rantanen. 96-95 off the pads of Vasilevsky. He gets completely caught out of position, just being so focused on the Rantanen shot. Perfect rebound, perfect placement. Andre Burakovsky has his second goal, and that was a very good one. Very, very good one. Good rebound, good opportunity there. It's 3-0 Colorado. Vasilevsky has let in 3 goals on 8 shots. Ooh, that's kind of nasty, man. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. All right. 5:32 to go in the first period, and Andre Vasilevsky makes a save. Let's go. I'm losing my bet. This game is going to go over 6 goals. Yeah, I told you, man. Why'd you bet the under on this series? It's Colorado, Tampa Bay. These are 2 of the top offensive teams in the league. Actually, you know what? If it stays 3-0 for a while, you could still win with the under, but, like, I wouldn't bet on it. This is, yeah. I don't know, man. Bolts bench, shell-shocked. Corey Perry cursed. Tampa defense MIA. Cam Butters. No, I'm not gonna hide Cam Butters. Imagine how Vasilevsky is feeling right now. Yeah, for sure. Here's Bowen Byram stopping up in his own corner. 4:30 to go in the first period. The Colorado Avalanche have more goals than the Lightning have shots. So there you go. That's kind of an indicative of how it's going. Here's Newhook in the corner trying to chase it down. Man, my mods are getting into fights with Cam Butters. Oh, man, I think only the real OGs of this channel, real OGs, like 2013-14 OGs, know who Cam Butters is. Here's Corey Perry walking right in, and he gets taken away in front. McDonough with a long shot. Big traffic in front. He gets swatted away. Now it looks like we have some interference. Corey Perry getting involved in the goalie. What's happening there? Newhook crosses the red line and sends it all the way down. We have a stoppage of play. Corey Perry and Darcy Kemper are kind of in each other's face. What's going on there? Oh, man, okay. Can't score if you don't shoot. You can't unhide somebody? I just did it. I already unhid him. Cam Butters is a free man, baby. Cam Butters is right here, ready to participate and talk about how his prediction is alike with mine. I also said Tampa in 6. But I will say, it was the exact same story as what happened last series, right? Like, Tampa Bay goes down 2-0, and then they win 4 straight. It's still possible for them to win because it's Tampa Bay, but, like, I don't know. What kind of, Change Sherlock, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not answering that. Tampa, take the shot. Yeah, Adam, for sure. I really liked what Corey Perry did there when he tried to walk it right in, but it just didn't work. The Colorado defense just collapsed inwards on him. Prediction, Corey Perry signs in Colorado next year. That would be so funny. That would be so funny if that happened. No way, though, Habs fan highlights. No way. Can't score if you don't shoot. Tampa Bay has been a different team at home. That's true, Brandon, but I also want to counter with the idea that the Colorado Avalanche are undefeated on the road. So, like, it's the best of both worlds, is it not? like a super good home team, a super good away team. Games 3 and 4 are going to be interesting. The Avs are a bit harder than the Rangers. That's true. That's true. Very, very true. It would help if Tampa Bay would stop tripping people and stuff. They outnumbered a lot and don't shoot often enough. Look at this. Abby Singh is saying hi to Parm V. Who's Parm V? Parmesan? Whoever Maroon is on next year wins the cup. Maroon, please come to Vancouver. Please. Please, please, please. Shane Sherlock is getting a Valerie Nichushkin tattoo. That is crazy. Most playoff games without replacement all time. Andrei Vasilevsky is third with 77 behind Brodeur with 87 and Ken Dryden with 107. Who put Comrie in net? That's funny, JDC. That's funny. My bad, Fat V. Darn, man. You don't want to... We're not going to go out there and discriminate against Parm V. 3:43 to go. It's 4-on-4. It looks like Corey Perry and the goalie, was it? Oh, Newhook is serving the penalty. Okay, I see. But here's a chance in front for McDonough. He got a sort of mini breakaway. He shot it wide. What the heck happened there? 3:22 to go in the first period. This 4-on-4 will continue for 1:30. Bowen Byram crosses the blue line, stops up at the half boards, and he falls down. Tries to play the puck down low. Gets it over to Rantanen, who plays it back for Devon Toews. Nate the Madman checking in. How you doing, my boy? I'm doing pretty good, Nate. How are you? Nice to see you over here. Just think, Colorado is doing this without Kadri. Yeah, that is very true. They're doing this without Kadri and Samuel Girard. They're doing this without one of the guys who got, like, he was scoring at a 100-point pace. Nazem Kadri was 100-point pace over 82 games. And Samuel Girard is one of the most mobile defensemen in the entire NHL, and he's not even playing either. So this is a banged-up team, but they're still doing this well. Here's Devon Toews behind his own net. Sends it up the boards. Here comes McKinnon now, right down the right wing. Shoots it. Save made. Vasilevsky into the corner. Makar in front for McKinnon. He had to take it off the skate, and he wasn't able to pull the trigger. Here comes Palat now. Palat sends it back over to McDonough. Holds on. Finds Braden Point at the red line. It'll be sent back over to Sherlock. 18 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Both teams just resetting here. Andre Palat's got Nick Paul on his center. Palat with the puck in front for Paul. A backhander towards the goal, saved by Kemper. Picked up by Gabriel Landeskog, and he'll start back out the other way. Into the middle, Lehkonen. Reaches the blue line, dumps it in. First to it on the other side is Landeskog. Sergachev fights him for the puck. Now Lehkonen is in down low. He gets bodied down there by Bogosian. Now it's played out for Cogliano. 5-on-5 ensues. A one-timer by Johnson. Shoved away there by Andrei Vasilevsky. And now Nick Paul has it again. He streaks down the right side, chips it into the corner. He chases it after himself. But it's played to the opposite side where Patty Maroon feeds the point. Hedman, a one-timer. It takes a bounce. It loose in front. That was a weird one right there. Took a very strange bounce. But now Colorado, they find themselves a little break here as Darren Helm dashes right down Main Street. Helm shoots, save made by Vasi. Rebound picked up by Maroon. He goes up for Pierre-Edouard Bellemare. Bellemare into the middle. Chipped forward by Devon Toews. O'Connor's there trying to control it, but he can't. Oh man, somebody's testing out their brakes outside. What the heck is going on there? Okay, offside play. 49 seconds to go in the first. Doing good, bro, things. That's good to hear, Nate. Nice to see. A team's worst nightmare is signing Corey Perry. Bowen Byram, former Lethbridge native and still Lethbridge legend. Agree, Brandon. Slow the Avs down, clog out the passing lanes, check anything that moves. Tampa needs to focus on slowing down Colorado in the neutral zone. Their defense is too deep. The Avs have too much speed when they're entering Tampa's defensive zone. Yeah, this is a really... This team plays with a lot of pace, for sure. Sherlock guides one towards the net, stopped up by Kemper. Here comes a breakaway. It's Burakovsky. Shoots, and that one goes wide. He shot it up high. Now another opportunity to flex into the corner. Here's Rantanen. He comes into the middle, tries to dangle by Kallor, and it doesn't work. McDonough now getting overwhelmed by Rantanen. Forced out to the opposite side. He tries to spring up his own guy for a breakaway, but it's held up by Kuemper in the glove. Wow. What a play. Blues still the only team to beat the Avs of this postseason. Not changing today. I mean, teams can come back down 3-0. It's just pretty unlikely that they do. Lego, have you ever tried sniffing salts? I have not, actually. I have not. The Avs' positioning is near perfection right now. The Bolts have no space because the Avs are all right where they need to be. Oh no! That Burakovsky shot did not go wide. It was saved by the blocker of Vasi. Tampa needs to focus on the neutral zone. Their defense is too deep. You can't let the Avs enter the offensive zone at full speed. Yeah, but they've been doing it. They've been letting them come in, man. This is just the Lightning pacifying the NHL to make sure it goes 7. Once they flip the switch, it's all over, Avs fans. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, Urek says. Oh, man. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, Cam Butters. What's going on, my friend? Unbanned, yeah. He is unbanned. 15.4 seconds to go in the first period, and it looks like we have a lot of, like... It's getting pretty heated over here. Yeah, Cam, don't worry, man. Don't worry. That's pretty much it, yeah? Here comes Cale Makar into the zone. Stopped up, and that will be the end of the first period. I love this chat. This chat's so funny. I love Fizzy too. Fizzy's just like, how did Cam Butters get mod? What do you think about the automatic puck over the glass penalty rule? Does it pass the Game 7 OT test? Yeah, for sure. Because, like, if you send the puck over the glass, like... If it's not a penalty, people would abuse it. 100%. Nicholas, though, by the way, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate that, Nicholas. Toronto making it out of the first round next year, right, guys? Was Cam Butters the guy? Yeah, Habs fan highlights hid. Imagine how bad Tampa's going to get yelled at in the locker room by John Cooper. Yeah. Oh, they added some time. 2.9 seconds. Okay, there you go. Face-off 1. First period is now officially over. We no longer have the hockey game on. Okay. Okay. I gotta take a breather because the first period has now come to an end. And we gotta start talking about this Tampa Bay team, man. 5 shots on goal. Vasilevsky let in 3 goals on 8 shots. It's now 11 shots, but it was 8 earlier. Darn. NHL needs to replace Tampa with a real team like the Coyotes. First time here. Loves the Habs jersey. You a Habs fan? Yes. I am a secondary Habs fan. Let's go back to the camera, and I can show off my most prized Montreal Canadiens jersey. There you go. Hello, hello. And, yeah. I'll go over here and show off the Big Ten, Wisconsin. Thank you so much if you're a Montreal fan tuning in for the first time. This has C. Caulfield on the back. And I know a lot of people might be thinking, wait, why does it say C. Caulfield? It's because Cole Caulfield had a brother that was also playing on the Wisconsin Badgers. Therefore, the jersey was C. Caulfield and not just Caulfield. Brock Caulfield was the other one. So, yeah. Habs fans, eh? Pretty cool. Got a few of these, of course, as most hockey fans do. Stamkos could take... Okay. okay. I'm not going to read that, Leo. Not gonna read that. Lego, but what if a team loses on Game 7 Stanley Cup overtime because of puck over glass penalty? Well, that player's fault, man. Like, I think puck over glass is one of those things where it's like, it's so easy to, like, avoid that if you do it, it's just like, man, complete lapse of judgment there. Cam Butters came in here and made this chat 100 times better than it was before. Where are you located, Canada? Yes, I'm here in Vancouver, BC. So, I am on the West Coast. Leo's favorite player is PK Subban. I agree with that, yeah. Boys, over-under on Lekkonen's current trade value. Well, it shouldn't be too much, considering that he technically is a rental. I used to be a Predators fan back in, like, 2015 because of Subban. That's really good. Brock Caulfield is the GOAT. Trasha Bay Lightning. Did anyone see that old school project that Cole Caulfield did with that girl back in high school? Yeah, I did see that, actually. I did see that. This hurts my soul as a Pens fan, but what are your thoughts on Letang to Montreal? Letang to Montreal is not something that I think the Canadiens should do, but if it does happen, then hey, I'm not going to go out there and say that it would be not entertaining. It would make things really interesting. I'm throwing hands with Lego Rocks. Abby Singh, come over here to Vancouver and meet us first. Battle of the Weather Phenomenon. Avalanche are destroying the Lightning. Okay, there. Let's just turn that light off. Is that still too bright? Yeah, no, it's because everything... The focus of the camera is way too bright. How do you like Vancouver? I've always wanted to visit. It's not too cold in the winters. It's not too warm in the summers. I like the balance. And also living on the coast, I think, is really nice. We've got a lot of beaches over here. And it's a pretty nice, cozy place. Okay, cozy might not be the right word to describe Vancouver. It's really active. It's really busy. Tampa has no chance. I'm sorry, Parmv says. What's everyone's thoughts on the Blue Jackets? Columbus Blue Jackets. That's bait, Cam. That is 100% bait. Avalanche are winning 100%. How are you doing, Lego? I'm doing pretty well, Kid Joven Purewell. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Caulfield getting dubs on and off the ice. Cam Butters, you're not playing the Rangers still. Colorado winning 1 in Tampa and taking it in 5. I don't go out in the sun. I burn through a t-shirt with SPF 100. SPF 100, is that sunscreen? I'm not too sure what that is. Vancouver equals bring cash. Yeah, that's kind of true. A lot of expensive stuff here in Vancouver, especially housing. It's not really great. But it's expensive for a reason, you know. As a fellow YouTuber, why do you insist on living in the hypothetical world so much? Trying to make a quick buck. Yeah, mostly because when it comes to actual things that happen, there aren't too many actual things that happen that my audience usually revolves around and like watches. Like, I could make videos on only the things that actually happen. Okay, John Tortorella gets hired. Okay, Nick Backstrom gets a surgery. But, thinking about it, what do you think is going to get more views on my YouTube channel? Nick Backstrom getting a surgery, or the potential of a Josh Anderson trade to Columbus? It's an over-under, it's a balance, and hockey journalists are always the ones that are going out there and making these trade rumors in the first place. It's always been a pretty stable thing on my channel that I'm never the one saying, oh, the Red Wings should trade for this guy. Look at this idea that I have. It's no, there is an article on Detroit Free Press, or there's an article on MLive.com, and they're saying, hey, the Red Wings might be interested in this guy. Let's talk about it. The vibe that I go for on this YouTube channel is what I had in grade 12 in high school. When I would show up to high school every morning in grade 12, I'd come to the same library, I'd sit in the same table with the same group of dudes, and we would just kind of talk about what was going on in the league. Hey, you see what they said on the radio? Yeah, they said that Brock Besser might get traded. Wow, that's really interesting. Yeah, what was it? Why did they say that? Oh, they said it because of like this. That's kind of the same vibe I go for here on this YouTube channel. Hey, what's up? So we We're looking at the Canucks Central at noon show. We're looking at Sportsnet 650. They were talking about on the radio, Brock Besser might be getting traded. This is what Rutherford said. In my opinion, I don't really agree with this, or in my opinion, I agree with this. That's why I live in the hypothetical world so much, because the videos that I make are a lot more in tune with the conversations that I would have in real life. And sure, I could make a video, okay, Nick Backstrom gets a surgery, but that's probably going to max out at 700, 1,000 views, because let's be honest, in the grand scheme of the audience that I have, Montreal fans, Detroit fans, Canucks fans, Rangers fans, Devils fans, the amount of people caring about Nick Backstrom getting a surgery compared to a potential Josh Anderson trade, you know, there's a balance there. And so that's why I live in the hypothetical world, because that's just what people talk about. All right, let's go back to the chat here. Why was Brayden Point drafted so late? It was a combination of him not being all too great with his feet back in the day and projectability. Also, he's small. That's a really big one, for sure. Anyone seen that clip by the Pokemon creator where he says she can... Okay, I'm not going to read that, Fizzy. Vancouver is super cool, great nightlife. Yeah, I agree. Canada's economy is very strong right now. Oil prices are the highest they've been in almost 10 years. 10 years, eh? It's pretty good. Nice to see. Your team has 2 shots and Vasi has looked awful in 4 periods. Clearly Tampa is having a hard time defending against Colorado. Don't you mean 5 periods? Like, because there was an overtime. Does that mean 5 periods? Vancouver isn't so hot. What about last year's heat wave? Last year's heat wave, honestly, like, it wasn't that bad in comparison to the rest of the world. Like, I know I was really complaining last year during the heat wave, but it was like 29 degrees Celsius in my room, which isn't that bad, honestly. It was just really bad because it's not what we're used to. In the grand scheme of things, we had other parts in BC that were hitting like 50 degrees Celsius, which is terrible. Like, that actually sounds really bad. But here in Vancouver, it got really hot, just not as hot as the rest of the world. Because the heat wave kind of took over most of North America, I feel. Did it not? Thoughts on the Dadonov-Weber trade? It was good. I liked it. We made a video about that, Ryan, so you can go ahead and take that. Yeah, honestly, I respect it. Yeah, thanks, Michael, for that. I appreciate it. Lego's so lucky he doesn't just have bandwagon fans and friends. Friends? Who has friends in their YouTube chat? Who has their own friends in their YouTube chat, eh? Go any Cali team. I heckin' love... we're not going to go ahead and do that. We are not going to show off the highlights. Please, why does it always do this? Stop showing the highlights. I don't want to do that. No. We're not showing off the highlights here. Okay. I thought Colorado was the one who rested for 9 days before this series. Sure doesn't look like it. Yeah, eh? Fizzy, you can't compare the two. Carlson was that Ottawa team. Colorado was loaded. That's very fair, yeah. Most underrated rookie not named Sean Durzi. Oh, man, that's a good question, actually. Underrated rookies in the NHL not named Sean Durzi. Are you talking about next year or this previous season? I'm not sure, actually. Yo, Gio, how much stream delay is there? Not that much. It's just I get really caught up when I answer certain questions, and when I do that, it usually delays how far back I am in the chat. It snows at 29 degrees in the U.S. By the way, nice to see you, Justin. Nice to see you here. Durzi is my favorite non-wing rookie. Yeah, he's a good one for sure. I would have friends in my YouTube chat, but I don't have any friends or a chat. Oh, no, that's not true, Princess Polly. I consider you a friend, Lego. Me too, man. Me too. I was just kind of joking around because a lot of the guys in here that are like memeing, Cam Butters, Abby, Leal, Parmv, these guys are like my quote-unquote real-life friends. Some of them are actually in my town and went to school with, so that's kind of where everything, yeah. Lego, imagine if Buffalo drafted Suzuki instead of Middlestad. You could do a lot of imagines if they did that instead. But yeah, they would have had a really good player, assuming he developed the same way that he did. Yeah, no, that 2017 draft is always really interesting to look back upon. Like, what if New Jersey took Makar? No disrespect to Hischier, but what if? Do you think Filip Zadina gets moved? I honestly think it's more likely than not, but I still wouldn't be surprised if he stayed. Mostly because Steve Yzerman, he's still... We never really get a read on what the guy is thinking, and the guy's really just smart with everything he does, so... We'll see. What do you think about the Warriors? Legorock79, Abby asks. They're good. I mean, they won the championship again. What else is new? It's kind of funny how they always win, or make the finals, or whatever it is, when Kendrick Lamar albums come out, if you count the Black Panther one. 32 degrees Celsius here, and rain in the forecast. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. Over there in Malaysia, you guys are probably used to that 25-plus territory. Here in Vancouver, it only happens like once in a blue moon. That's hot, just like Tampa this upcoming second period. I think Suzuki's key to development was him being traded. It made him hungry. That's a fair point. Who's to say that he would have been as good as he was in Vegas? Actually, as well, because Vegas didn't really have the spot for him in the lineup. Like, look at their team. Eichel, Carlson, like, Pacioretty, Stone. Would they have had the opportunity to give to Suzuki? I would love to see Zadina on Malkin's wing. Oh, that'd be really great. That would be really great. Although, to be honest, Justin, I don't know if you want to be going out there trading with Steve Yzerman. Like, nothing against the Penguins and what they've got going on over there. It's just Steve Yzerman doesn't lose trades. So, I don't know. We'll see. Yzerman is too smart to sell low on a 22-year-old. Yeah, that's fair. I can't have a good time with basketball because my Grizzlies got moved. I live in an arid desert, cold and dry in winter, hot and dry in the summer. Darn. Bro, you're gonna be disappointed. R.I.P. Vancouver Grizzlies, yeah. Some people focus on coaches, but the front office is far more important than the coach. Tampa and the Avs are two of the best front offices in the NHL. That's fair, yeah. Sakic, Yzerman. Or, not Yzerman anymore, but you get what I mean. Brisebois. Okay, Parm V, the Kings didn't get waxed. They lost Game 7 2-0 after really giving the Oilers a run for their money. Wasn't that bad. Bold take. The Avs or the Bolts win the Cup. That's fair. We'll see if it comes true, Fizzy. We'll see if it comes true. I pay attention to the team's jersey colors. I like how pretty the guys are. I don't think the Pens care much about winning trades. They just need to get good players. Yeah, that's fair. You guys don't really, like... I've been hearing the sentiment for a while here that, like, screw what happens when Crosby, Malkin, Letang are gone. Just try to maximize while they're still here, kind of thing, right? Some people say they can't believe Tampa we have a hockey team. I mean, I can understand it, like, from a face value, like, perspective. Wait a minute, why is there a hockey team in Florida? Why are there two hockey teams in Florida? But it's good that there is that, response, right? Has anyone ever had Cow's ice cream? Parm V, you could probably answer that question. What's Cow's ice cream? I think Philly takes the Cup in 7. Let's all be real here. They're winning after hiring Torts. Man, I'm going to miss that Cup run, even though it's been a year. It has been a year, yeah. It's kind of wild to think it's been a year already since the Canadiens made the finals. My friends, oh, beer can islands. Tampa funny. Them island? Zest! What's going on, man? It's been so long. We haven't seen you in a while, man. Thanks so much for checking it out. Best ice cream in Canada, mainly on the East Coast, but they have 2 shops in the West, one in Whistler and one in Banff. Wow, Banff. That's good. I live in Tampa. We have a good hockey market down here. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't doubt that, Justin. Lots of passionate Tampa fans. Well, not necessarily just Tampa, but, you know, the Everblades, the Panthers, the Lightning, lots of good stuff. Sorlo Bears. I love the Orlando Solar Bears. Thoughts on Canucks management? I like them more than I did a year ago because it's different people now, and I like those guys more than I did the other guys. Best ice cream I've had is imported ice cream from India. Wow, that's an interesting choice. Very interesting choice, yeah. Cam Butters, well said, yeah. Can Island Friends Buck versus Tampa Meow 3? What does that mean? Please let me know what that means. What do the Canucks need to do to become a cup contender? Start winning more hockey games and get better players. Yeah, so tier 1, A1 analysis right there. I prefer frozen yogurt over ice cream. I actually don't think I've ever had frozen yogurt, now that I think about it. Okay, let's go ahead and X out of this. Can we X out of that? I don't want to see the video preview. Okay, there you go, it's gone. Okay, we are back. We are back. Second period of the game is getting underway here. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Do you think the Canucks sign Kuzmenko? Yes, I think they are going to do it. And I'm going to be really bold with that prediction because I want that to come true. Let's manifest it, baby. Didn't Chicago say they're interested in trading to Brinkat? They didn't say per se, oh, we are interested in doing it. It's just been heavily reported by the insiders that that's what they're thinking of doing. Okay, there you go. Let's align everything. Like so. Okay. Canucks need to revamp their blue line, in my opinion. Yeah. I think they should add a John Marino. All right, here we go. Second period. Right now we're at 19:51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45 to go in the second. And Tampa has the puck in the offensive zone. Oh, just kidding. No, they don't. Valeri Nichushkin took it away. But now it's played back out to the Tampa zone. Chernak goes over to McDonough. Wing-to-wing pass picked up here by Cirelli over the blue line. Into the middle, a shot made that was blocked in front. Hagel almost got a stick on that. Now Colorado plays it out to the blue line. It's back in for Makar. He finds Landeskog. And the Avalanche now have to break out after calming it down behind their net a little bit. Cale Makar will hold on to the puck a little bit more before starting the breakout. Here he goes into the middle. It's picked up by Rantanen. He backhands that one all the way to the other side. It's picked off. Ruda goes over to his deep partner. To the blue line and out. Braden Point chasing after it in the Colorado zone. But it's quickly steered the other way. Here's a steal by Cirelli. Doesn't get through. Out to the neutral zone it goes. The defenseman there had trouble handling it. But Colorado can't take advantage. Smash that like button. Yes, let's go. Zest has the right idea here. As here comes O'Connor trying to force his way in by two Tampa defenders. Into the middle. Manson shoots. A save made by Vasilevsky. Great play there. Here's Darren Helm. Stops up on the half boards. He feeds the point. Manson to the opposite side. Byram in deep for O'Connor. O'Connor to Helm. Helm over to the blue line. Manson had some trouble with it. And McDonough is able to chop it off the boards and all the way down. That will be icing on the call. You sound like an Asian Jay Baruchel. Marino into Smith for Demko. Oh, no. Oh, no, man. I don't know if I could do that anymore. I don't think we're in business anymore, man. Canucks need to trade Myers for a hot dog. You know what's bad? When Logan O'Connor is beating Hedman in a battle. Yeah, that is true, eh? It's not really the most ideal situation. Offensive zone draw for Colorado. They lose it. Hedman now off the boards to the blue line and barely out. But quickly pouncing onto the puck there is Cale Makar. 17, 46, 45, 44, 43 to go here in the second period. As Nichushkin forces his way over the blue line, and the puck gets into Vasilevsky's glove somehow. Good play there. The Tampa organization is elite. They have great scouts. Yzerman wasn't the reason they were great. I think he was part of the reason, but I agree. They do have some other good organizational parts. But Tampa definitely hanging on a little bit better in this second period so far than they were in the first. Face off to the left of Andrei Vasilevsky. It's Nick Paul and JT Compher. Oh, Compher's getting waved out. It's going to be Rantanen instead. Rantanen versus Paul. It's won by Colorado. A blast off the post! Josh Manson, 91-mile-an-hour slap shot, rings off the side of the bar there. Here's Mikko Rantanen now, maneuvering back into his own zone, finding it for Manson. Here's a good play by Rantanen, trying to chip it by the D, but it doesn't work. Here's Ryan McDonough now. He sends it in deep. Manson over to Byram. Bowen Byram goes up the wing. Picked up here by Burakovsky. In deep it goes. Picked up by Belmar. He throws a long one forward. It's out of the reach of Maroon, and that's going to be icing. Manson is going off. Yeah, he is going off. What a great play by Manson. He just one-timed that one off the boards. Oh, it took a bounce off of somebody's, stick or... Oh, it was off of Palat's kneecap, and it almost went in. That is wild. Crazy play right there. Colorado wins the offensive zone draw once again. Here's Nathan MacKinnon making moves. A shot made, and Vasilevsky stops it. It's in his pads. Now Tampa. Oh my, what was that? Big hit by Nathan MacKinnon. Four-man breakout here by the Lightning. Maroon gets taken down low. Nichushkin now into the middle. It's deflected off, and Tampa will take things back behind their own net. Cirelli lost it at the Colorado blue line. It's played back for Bogosian, who wrists it all the way in. In the corner is Makar. He throws it to the opposite side. Kucherov steals. Here's Braden Point maneuvering around. Point walks right in, drags it to the middle, taken away there. Good poke check by the Avalanche defender. I think that was O'Connor. O'Connor now falls down in the offensive zone. And Tampa sends that one all the way back in. 15:50 to go here in the second period as Colorado flips it out to the Lightning blue line, but it was offside, so they're going to have to tag up, and we're going to have a face-off. Nathan with some emojis. Yeah, I see that. What happened there? Man, the puck was underneath Vasilevsky's arm. He didn't see it. Man, Braden Point is so good. Good defensive play there by O'Connor, though, to break up what would have been a beautiful dangle by Braden Point. The Avalanche almost have 3 times the amount of shots that the Lightning do. Crazy stuff here in Game 2. Victor Hedman dropped it off. Now it's Bowen Byram. He is in the neutral zone. Manson goes back to Byram. He'll skate forward with it. A pass right in the middle there. Streaking onto it is... Who was that? Was that a... I did not see the forward who did that, but... Either way, good chance on goal for JT Compher. Now Andre Palat in his own zone. In front, they score! Great read by Rantanen, setting up Nichushkin. It is 4-0 Colorado. Just as we said that Colorado almost has 3 times the amount of shots that Tampa does, the 15th shot to Colorado's 5... the 15th shot to Tampa's 5 goes right by Vasilevsky. This time it goes glove side. Good battle by Comfort down low to force it to the side there. Mikko Rantanen with a great read, passing it right in front to Nichushkin. Oh, that one goes 5-hole. Not glove side. It goes right through the wickets. Vasilevsky, stick not in position. He stretched out a little bit too far. It's 4-0 Colorado. Andrei Vasilevsky has let in 4 goals on 15 shots. It was 3 goals on 8 shots earlier, so he's made a few saves, but man, it's not a good look for Andrei Vasilevsky. Not a good look for sure. That 4 goals were not Vasilevsky's fault. Again, right in front of the net. It's not on Vasilevsky, but still. It's tough to see a goaltender let in 4 goals on 15 shots. I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to do something a little bit later, but I don't know if Brian Elliott really needs to be the guy making that decision here. Or, excuse me, if Brian Elliott needs to be the guy stepping in here. Like, it's so clearly a Tampa thing and not a Vasilevsky thing. You know Vasilevsky's not going to like that one going by him either. Gotta go, Lego. Have a good stream. See you in Game 3. We'll see you, Kid Joven Purewall. Tampa, though, trying to get some opportunities in front. Here's a forced play in front, but no. We have a whistle. What happened there? Was that a penalty? I didn't see. Oh, I think it might be Jack Johnson. I'm not sure. Oh, man. Rafi, I don't know if I want to say the... You see, the crazy thing is, you said, let's go, Avs are about to win. But, like, I don't know if I really want to say that Colorado is definitively going to win because we still have, what is that, 35 minutes of hockey? And, like, I don't know. Jack Johnson takes a penalty for hooking. If there's a Tampa Bay time to come back, now is the time. So, we'll see what happens here. Face-off won by Tampa. Stamkos goes back to Hedman. Right side feed, Kucherov. Hedman on the left. He retreats to the middle. Kucherov sends it towards the goal. It deflects into the corner. Devon Taves is there, and he sends it all the way down. Great play. So there's Bobby Orr, and then there's everyone else. Anyone ever watch Orr live? I didn't watch Orr live because I'm only 21 years old. Tampa, though, look at this. Look at this aggressive penalty kill by Arturi Lehkonen. What an MVP. What a great player Arturi Lehkonen is. Forcing the Lightning into making a bad zone entry and stopping things up. Not a great power play so far, but they've got 1:18 to go. And we are having a face-off just outside the Colorado zone. Face-offs won by the Avalanche. Here's Josh Manson. He'll send a long pass forward. Touched up by Vasilevsky. Now Hedman throws it into the Colorado zone. And they ice it. Oh, man. The Tampa Bay Lightning just took an icing on the power play. What's going on? Lego, you and O'Nyquist are my favorite hockey creators. I'm honored to hear that, man. O'Nyquist is an absolute goat. All the small things. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to sing that, no. Darren Helm. Steven Stamkos. Stamkos wins the draw. Here's Braden Point now. Drops it off for Stamkos. They finally get set. Stamkos in front. Wow, Point couldn't take it. There you go. There's a neighbor's dog. I know Fizzy has been waiting for this guy to make a comeback once again. I haven't heard the neighbor's dog in like weeks. Here's Hedman, though. Shoots one towards the goal. On net. Loose. Save made by Kemper on the tip. Very good play. Very good read. You can't ice the puck on the power play. No, I mean the team on the power play. Tampa Bay iced it. They're the team that has the man advantage. They are allowed to ice it, and they did. Here's a shot made by Hedman and a save made by Kemper. Only the shorthanded team is not allowed to ice it on the they're not able to ice it when they're on the power play or on the penalty kill. Excuse me. But yeah, no, Tampa was on the power play. They iced it, and then they had to take a face-off in their own zone. Not a good play. Good rebound, though. Good chance by Victor Hedman on that one. Bets $4 on a Tampa? Nathaniel, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Valeri Nichushkin is going to get a Pablo Escobar-type payday. I mean, the guy was pretty good this season. 51 points on the year, or whatever it was. Did he get 51 points? I have the number right in front of me. I should be able to see that. Valeri Nichushkin, 52 points, 25 goals. There's a shot made and a tip by Colton. Another opportunity stopped by Kuemper. Oh, man. Oh, sorry. Yeah, miscommunication there, Brandon. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Not that you can't, like, you're not allowed to. It's that you can't. Like, you cannot allow yourself to do that. That is really not great. Would you take Yzerman and Lidstrom or Sakic and Blake? I gotta go Yzerman Lidstrom. Lidstrom is very good. Lidstrom is very, very good. Not that Rob Blake wasn't good. It's just, I think, I'd believe in Yzerman Lidstrom a little bit more. Matthews to Arizona. That's funny. Power play is expired. The Tampa Bay Lightning had a few shots on that one, but Darcy Kuemper thwarted them all. Oh, man. 12:08 to go here in the second period, and Tampa, I mean, they've started to come alive a little bit. I'll give them that. It's just, you don't like to see Darcy Kuemper making all these saves if you want the Tampa Bay Lightning to come back. Darcy Kuemper has been pretty good, honestly. But Colorado with the steal. Nichushkin in front for McKinnon. Wow. That one barely escaped. Tampa now chasing it in their own zone. Kucherov to the side. Hedman. He finds Stamkos breaking into the zone. Hedman ships it in, and that was over the glass. Come on, Hedman. What's been going on with this guy? First he ices it on the power play, and then he backhands it over the glass when their team has a rush? Oh, man. Oh, man. Colorado has them in a box. Yeah, fair assessment, man. Kuemper hasn't been good. He hasn't been tested. I mean, I like the few tip shots that they did. They just got stopped. Like, he's good enough at this point. I don't think that he is, like... Yeah, there isn't anything more you could have asked out of Kuemper, I guess. I would take Sakic and Blake as my GM, assistant GM combo. That's fair, man. I mean, Sakic has been at the helm of the Avalanche for a longer time than Yzerman was with the Red Wings, so that makes sense. Oleg Kumala or Savesta? I don't know what... I don't know what those are. I'm sorry, Habsman highlights. I don't know. The neighbor's dog came out to chant "Go Bolts" as a last-second effort. Back watching after a couple of years, this time for Colorado. Looking good. Good to hear you again. Hey, Albert, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the kind words as well. But yeah, no, 12 minutes to go here in the second period. And the Avalanche, I mean, they're still up by 4, so yeah. Tampa getting stomped on. I don't know if I would say stomped on is the best word to use, but, like, they certainly don't look like themselves. Alright, here we are back from commercial break. I'm going to mute the microphone because there's a neighbor that plays really loud music as he comes in on his car, and I don't want that music to be copyrighted. Okay, that is not the neighbor that I thought it was. Okay, great. There's a shot towards the goal and snatched out of the air by Darcy Kuemper. Corey Perry just whipping it. Good save, Darcy Kuemper. Quick, easy save. Look at that confidence right there. Nah, stomped is correct. Okay, Daniel, I'll give you that one. Face off to the left of Darcy Kuemper, 11:37 to go here in the second period. It's won by Colorado, but we're going to have a redo on that. Tampa looks like they're skating in mud, just way slower than Colorado right now. Yeah, I won't disagree. Another face-off. This time it's still contested. Chopped to the corner there, Josh Manson. It's chipped up and over the glass again! Tampa, what are you doing? Oh man, this team. They just cannot catch a break. You gonna watch the E60 documentary Unrivaled about the Wings and the Avs? I'll try to see if I can get some time to watch it. I mean, obviously I know like a lot of what happened already, but just having that retelling might be nice. Colorado dumps it into the Tampa zone, though. Held up on the side as Patty Maroon is the one who gets it out. And it's chipped all the way around into the Colorado end once more. Maroon down low trying to chase it. It squeaks out to the opposite side. Chernak is there in deep for Maroon. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare chases it to the right corner. He finds Chernak pinching in. Point feed. Perry stops up. Shoots. Save made by Kuemper. He didn't see it, though. Now in front it goes. Maroon lost a handle. Out to the point it goes. Here's Bellemare. He winds up with a shot, and it hits Corey Perry in the face. I don't know what happened there. He was clutching his face after that one. But now Bellemare chips it back into the corner. Manson giving Maroon a hard time. It's stuck on the right half boards. Manson falls down. Corey Perry in for support. Quick to control, though, was Newhook, who chips it out into the neutral zone. Colorado gets a change done as Andrew Cogliano, the last man back, is able to get onto the bench. Here's Braden Point, though. Stops up on the half boards. Chips into the corner. A shot made towards the goal by, I believe that was Killorn, but it goes wide. Here comes Mikko Rantanen, right down the middle, out to the side. Lehkonen, fin to fin. Ruda is there first, though. Hedman chips it up, and now it's controlled by Chiarelli, but he lost it. Now it's in deep to the Tampa zone once again. Hedman around to Point. In front of the penalty box, he stops up. Wing-to-wing pass picked up by Kucherov, who reaches the blue line and dumps it in. First to it, Cale Makar. He stops up. 9:30 to go here in the second period. Off the boards and out he goes. Landeskog chips it into the right side corner. Nichushkin and McDonough battling for it here. It deflects behind to the opposite side. McDonough receives a wing-to-wing pass, breaks out of the zone, but is picked up by Nichushkin. He sends it back into the Tampa zone. Vasilevsky is there to calm it down. On the left face-off circle, Chernak whiffs on the pass to break it out. Nathan McKinnon is there, but it plays back out to McDonough behind the net. He throws it over to Palat, and the Lightning escape the zone. Stamkos enters Colorado territory, gets stripped of the puck there by Logan O'Connor. What an elite play by O'Connor. Tampa, though, has to control back in their own zone here. It's Zach Bogosian who stops up right behind his own net. 8:40 to go now in the second period. Sergachev off the boards, reaches the red line. Bowen Byram is there, stopped up by Killorn. Now Ross Colton takes a tumble behind the Avalanche net. Picked up by Eric Johnson. He backhands that one in deep at the red line, so no icing. Sergachev will pick this up. It's chipped out to center. Brandon Hagel lost a step. Makar now. Oh, Makar gets taken down after sending the puck in deep. Sergachev with an easy clear to Bogosian. He finds Hagel. Lightning are out of the zone. Here comes Nick Paul. Into Colorado territory. Stops up in the corner. Sends it in deep. Devon Toews picks it up. Chips it to the opposite side. And now it goes over to Colorado territory once more as Tampa dumps it in. Oh, this is the neighbor I was talking about. Sorry, that's what I was talking about. I have a neighbor that comes in here, like, that blasts music on their car stereo, and it's really loud, and if that gets copyrighted, like, that's just the most unfortunate thing that I could see happening. Two players that I was way undervalued were Draisaitl and Stamkos. I was very wrong on both of them. I think only Lego can ban them. How do I ban somebody? Here are the options that I have. I can go to channel, replace pin message, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, which I think is the same as what you have. Yeah, hide. 7:29 to go in the second, though. Face off to the left of Darcy Kemper. Nikita Kucherov plays it in deep. Chips it around to the opposite side there. Devon Taves goes up. Cirelli to Kucherov. Now it's Cale Makar who backhands that one out to center. Picked up by Rantanen. Rantanen against Hedman. He gets stopped up on the half boards. Taken down by Hedman. The puck is squirted free, but Byram is able to get a shot. It gets blocked. Who's my favorite player on the Canucks? I gotta say Quinn Hughes. Byram now, off the boards to Manson. He sends a pass forward for Rantanen. Over the blue line, into the middle. They've got a chance. Side feed, in front for... Oh my gosh, who the heck is number 78? Nico Sturm. Man, we haven't seen too much of him, but he had a beautiful opportunity. He just whiffed on it. Great cross crease for the Avalanche there. Now Ryan McDonough sends it over to Maroon. It's sent in deep once more. Corey Perry has it. Perry, ooh, with a little inside-outside on Byram. Squeaks in front, but nobody there to tap it home. 6:14 to go. Maroon will send it all the way back down. Who's your favorite player on the Canucks? Yeah, I already answered that. Yzerman wasn't aggressive enough at the deadline to get the Bolts over the hump, in my opinion. Yeah, that's fair. You saw Julian Breezeball really be aggressive when he took over. Here's Mac Daddy McKinnon. Into the middle. He's got a man on the side. He chips it over. There's a backhander save made by Vasilevsky. Wow, what a top-tier save on Nichushkin, denying the guy. That would have been a hat trick, would it have been? Wait, am I tripping, or... Am I tripping? Yeah, no, Nichushkin has 2 goals. That would have been a hat trick if he scored that one. Very nice. What a save. Tampa is being brought back down to reality, Randy says. Yeah, beautiful save by Vasi. Man, oh man. Vasiliki. Okay, I'm not going to go out there and say that. That was a beautiful save to deny the Hattie. Saves like that can turn momentum. Yeah, we'll see, Brandon. 5 minutes left to go in the second. Tampa has started to even out the shots, though, I will say. It's not that bad compared to what it was earlier in the game. Great game. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, me too, Princess Polly. Turn moment to a 4-1 game. Psh, I mean, it's 4-0, but yeah, I get what you mean. Alright, we will see where exactly the game goes after. But the Lightning, still, they've got to get it going if they want to come back in this game. Do you suspect Igor has a repeat performance of next season? I don't know if he can. I think under normal Burakovsky's gone to the dressing room. I think under normal circumstances it would be easy to say, okay, no, it's tough to have a season that good. But Igor is one of the best goaltending prospects we have seen in such a long time that I don't want to doubt the guy, you know? I wouldn't be surprised if he had a season like he had this year, next year. But Colorado, though, Nathan MacKinnon spinning around in the offensive zone. He cuts to the outside. He goes to the other corner. Gets bogged down by Bogosian. Tampa, though, forces it to the half boards. Palat now sends a pass forward. MacKinnon sends it in deep. Picked off by Bogosian. He finds Sergachev. Sergachev now spins around. Thank you, mods, for getting rid of the bot. That bot keeps on coming back with a different username each time. It's not... Like, come on, man. Anyone would look good behind the Rangers' defense. That's true, but Igor was so good the entire time as a prospect that the fact that he had a season as historically good as it was, I honestly am not too surprised at that. I don't know. Also, I feel like Andre Miller and all of them getting better, too, will play into it. There's a chance it goes down low. Newhook in the corner, trying to force it out for his team. He finds O'Connor. It's whiffed around. Stopped up there by Johnson. Joe, thank you so much for your subscription here. I appreciate that. Now Nick Paul forces his way out to center ice and into the Colorado zone. 3:44 to go in the second period. A centering pass is right there. It gets deflected away. And here comes Colorado. There's a chance that he scores! Darren Helm! My gosh! Elite goal scorer Darren Helm! That is awesome, man! Let's go! Red Wings legend! Let's go, man. Red Wings legend Derek Helm getting on the board. What a beautiful play. Or did I say Derek Helm? Darren Helm. Let's go, baby. 5-0 Colorado. Such a simple play, too. He just comes right down Main Street, splits the D, shoots it up high, and he gets it to go. Good one right there, yeah. Proper pick. It's 5-0 here. Parm V, I'm talking about your over-under bet on the 6. How are you feeling now? Yeah, no. Justin's got a great point. Igor's saves above expected were off the charts as well. I don't think it was just the Rangers' defense being good that gave them good defensive numbers. I think it was also Igor being phenomenal. You cashed out? Okay. So did you lose money or what? What does that mean? Can you describe to me what that means? The offense and defense of Tampa is just making Vasi pay the price every single time. From a Tampa fan. I like your profile picture. Who is that? Where's that momentum change, eh? I lost $1 only. Okay. Good job. I'm betting 6.5, 6.5 over now. Oh, man. If the game... Okay, look, I'll say this, man, like, we've got 23 minutes in a game that's already 5-0. Like, we know Colorado was going to win, but, like, I don't think Colorado is going to get more goal. I mean, okay. Betting over 6.5? 7? Do you think Tampa scores 2 goals in this game to end it out, or Colorado gets 2 more goals in this game to end it out? I don't know. I think it's already so much of a done deal. I don't know if I would have made that bet. I believe it, Gio. I think it'll happen. Okay. If you believe it, all good. That's a good bet, Parm. It just feels so... Oh, Parm. Yeah. Parmesan. Neighbor's dog in shambles right now. I don't know if the neighbor's dog really was like, yeah. How about that period at Cam Butters? Colorado will get a bit lax and give up a couple. I mean, that happened last game for sure. The Nick Paul goal, the back-to-back Palat and Sergachev goals. Kemper, ooh, look at that. Look at that breakout pass. He sets up a breakaway for O'Connor. He shoots. Save made by Vasilevsky. That one was all set up there by O'Connor. Or excuse me, by the goaltender there. Here's Cogliano. Down low. O'Connor has it again. Tampa looks like they're just completely getting bogged down. Here's Manson, a shot loose in front. That was blocked. And it's ripped all the way back in. Yeah, no, another breakaway. I feel like that one was really set up by Darcy Kemper and his breakout attempt. There's a bird right beside my window. Wow, did you hear that? That was loud. Here's Palat. To the blue line. Oh, what a bad pass. I didn't see if it was deflected or not, but what a bad pass. Colorado chips it back in. 2:20 to go in the second period. Now we have a fight. What's going on here? Corey Perry and I cannot see the other player getting tangled up. Oh, it's JT Compher. Getting tangled in the crease of Darcy Kemper's net. What's going on here? We didn't see what happened. Tampa will want to build some momentum for Game 3. They will keep coming. Avs stay aggressive no matter what the score is. Oh, man, look at that. Beautiful save by Vasilevsky on O'Connor. Cogliano, though, great opportunity. What happened here with JT Compher and Corey Perry? Oh, Compher took Perry down. He almost landed on Perry's head. That was really dangerous from Compher to fall on Perry the way he did. Colorado now has a power play. Okay. Yeah, 2 minutes. We'll see if it becomes 6-0 if Parm V's bet ends up paying off. If there's a fight, it's always Perry. Yeah, I know, right? Perry, such a nuisance. The Perry curse is real. When the Bolts are losing, they play dirty and throw a fit. I would just pull Vasilevsky once intermission happens. It's better to rest him now than to dry him out heading back home in a must-win Game 3 for Tampa. Fair perspective, yeah, fair perspective. I don't know, though. Tampa has never been in such a vulnerable position. Like, even in the 5-0 game against Toronto, they didn't pull Vasi, did they? I don't think they did. Somebody want to correct me if that happened or not? Okay, so Patty Maroon is going to the box to serve the penalty. Colorado power plays 1 for 2 tonight. And now we have another face-off to the right of Andrei Vasilevsky. 5 goals against, 19 shots against. 2:18 to go here in the second period. And Colorado, oh man, face-off has to be redone. Okay. Get it done quickly, guys. Come on. Come on. We're 2 minutes away from the period ending. We're all freaking out, but Tampa Bay was right here against the Rangers. Okay, yeah, there you go, Brandon. Tampa has not pulled Vasilevsky. That's what I thought. Even in the blowout game against Toronto, they left him in. And they won that series, so... Okay, redoing the face-off. Why does it take so long to do that? Why? Was there an equipment problem or something? I agree with what Sebastian said, though. Vasi has such a strong mental game, it's not really necessary to rest him. Look at that. See, he made a great save with his glove. We're all freaking out, but Tampa Bay was right here versus New York. Yeah. Colorado's better than New York, though, so I don't know. It balances out. It's perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Face off to the right of Vasilevsky, won by Colorado again. Tampa needs to win these draws. One-timer McKinnon, blocked and sent into the corner. Landeskog around to the opposite side. Landeskog. Here's McKinnon to Makar. Stops up, shoots! That one was deflected out to the side, and it goes over the glass. Man, that was really... okay, here's another bot. We keep on having to hide users on this channel, man. Get out of here, these bots. Odd man rushes and defensive turnovers are the issue, not Vasilevsky. Pulling Vasilevsky sends the wrong message. I agree with what you're saying. However, sometimes there are instances where you pull the goalie just to send the message that the team needs to improve. Not because that the goalie was bad, but because the team needs to wake up. Although I do like what Sebastian said, though. That he's like... that, like, Vasilevsky doesn't necessarily need to get pulled. Like, obviously, like, it's not Vasilevsky's fault that it's 5-0. The team has been really bad. It's just, could pulling the goaltender and replacing him shift the mindset of the team in front of him? That's kind of... I forgot who said that it happened like that. Was it Toronto? I'm not sure. The bot is back, yeah. 1:27 to go here in the power play to end off the second period. And Colorado will start things out. Here's Cale Makar. Makar back to McKinnon. He'll streak down the middle. Force his way to the right. Rantanen back for McKinnon. He whiffs it all the way around the boards. Here's Artturi Lehkonen now. Backhanded in the middle. Makar winds and shoots. That one was wide. Oh, great shot. Great setup, too, by Lehkonen. Good steal there. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare sends it in on goal. Darcy Kemper plays it to the side. Come on. Quick whistle, refs. Get out of here. LOL bot is back, yeah. That was such a great pass by Lehkonen, though. Wow, look at that shot placement by Makar. Oh, the fan in the background cheering. Something good in the water in Russia. All those goalies have good mental fortitude, except Bob. And it all starts with Vladislav Tretiak, right? Here's an offensive zone draw for Tampa, short-handed. They lose it, and here comes a shot made by Nichushkin for the hat-trick again. Another save by Tampa. Here's Devon Toews. Out to the left, Byram. To the goal line, Nichushkin chips it up for Newhook. Back to the top, Toews to Newhook. Goal line feed, Nichushkin. He lost it, and Tampa clears. I mean, the last time I remember Vasilevsky getting pulled was in the regular season, our final matchup against Anaheim, and we won the game in overtime. You can afford to do those things in the regular season, though. Like, there isn't the same stakes, you know? I don't know. It's an interesting conversation. Here's Devon Toews, 5 seconds to go. 20 in the period. Byram to Newhook. He walks right and shoots, and that one is off the glass and out to the blue line. 12 seconds to go. Power play is over. It's riffed off to the other side there, and Killorn sends it in deep. Second period has officially come to an end. What is the shot count? The shots on goal are 21-11 for Colorado. You can barely see it on the screen there, so I apologize. 23-11, excuse me. Not a good game for Tampa Bay. Not a good game. But either way, we have been greeted with some very entertaining hockey, so I'm happy with that. Tampa Bay should put in their second if I was them. An off game is an off game. Ah, man. The replays of these goals. Tampa just keeps on getting, like, completely caught out of position. What would happen if you had Maroon and Perry on the same team? Well, you'd make the Stanley Cup Finals, that's what. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Oh, man. Alright. What do we talk about now? Let's go over to the thing here. Yeah, I don't want this to start playing, like, video footage again. Because they did that last time, and that was really, like, uncalled for. Yeah, we'll just keep it like this for now. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Okay. Good point. Who cares about this game? Let's talk about Shane Wright. A Lego stream, let's go. Andrew, we've been streaming for a while, man. How you been? Nice to see you. guaranteed trip to the Cup Finals. Look like the Rebels have a stronger force, though. Tampa Bay needs to focus on the neutral zone. Their defense are just too deep right now. Leal says, I'm the greatest enforcer in the history of the NHL. Okay. Okay. That's cool, Leal. I'll agree. Yeah, you're pretty good. Imagine the 2-time-in-a-row champs losing 5-0 in the second period. Oof, eh? Not that good. Bro, you literally play League of Legends. Par, man. Don't gotta put our guy on the spot like that, man. Avs in 4 isn't looking as funny now. First sweep in finals history? I believe there have been sweeps in the finals before. Correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't Bobby Orr's, like, amazing flying through the air goal also a sweep? I'm gonna Google that right now. Blues, Bruins, finals, 1970? Was it 70? Yeah, that was a sweep. That was the Bobby Orr game. Man, all the Tampa fans must be thinking of any excuse possible to defend Vasi after 5 goals. Rory, man, those are fighting words. Those are fighting words. Bro, give me my chips back. Leal is like Tyler Myers. Pittsburgh swept the Blackhawks in the 90s. There you go. Yeah, there's another sweep. Canucks versus Islanders was an 82 sweep. Yeah, that's true. The Canucks did get swept as well, which was not fun. I wasn't born yet. I hadn't been born for 18 years, but yeah. I just came to say hi. I have some things to do. What's going on, Jan? Thanks so much for hanging out with us just for a little bit. I appreciate it, man. It bothers me that Sportsnet is promoting Skip the Dishes. Why, Parm V? Why? I'm a Columbus fan. I don't think Vasilevsky is to blame at all. Bro, I'm legit the greatest dishwasher of all time. 5 goals, or 5 periods, 9 goals. Big yikes. The Rocket25 says, hi, what's going on, The Rocket? Maybe time to swap Vass. I don't know. I agree with all the assessment that it's not Vass's fault. Like, the Lightning just haven't been doing him any favors. Blue Jackets are the greatest franchise of all time. Vasi is the type of person who plays 20 champs games in the NHL and 20 in FIFA and still go 40-0. I hate that I know what you're talking about, Sebastian Jara. Avalanche swept Florida. Skip the Dishes did the right thing. What are we talking about? What's this with Skip the Dishes? Somebody please explain. Win, do you think is going to win the cup? I wanted Colorado, but my prediction was Tampa in 6. So, I don't know. My prediction can still come true, even if the Lightning lose this game. But, yeah, it's not looking all too likely comparative to before. Coyotes are the best ratio team in NHL history? What does that mean? Best goalies right now, Price, Igor Ottinger. Price? Okay, come on. I don't think Price is still there. Sad how the Panthers will win a cup before Vancouver. ZB Mono, man. Those are fighting words. Tampa just can't adjust. They tried to play neutral zone D, then Colorado's D just carry it through, and then it's an odd man rush against. Skip the Dishes scammed me and got me the wrong items from 7-Eleven and didn't give me a refund. That's why. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you live just down the road from a 7-Eleven? Or another convenience store? Okay. Bob's the best goalie in hockey. I don't know. Parm V ordered Doritos off there and they gave him the wrong chips. He went on a temper tantrum for 2 hours over some chips and was trying to get a refund while scarfing them down. That sounds like a great story, Leal. Do you think Marchenko on the Blue Jackets is a Calder contender next year? That's a great question. I'm not sure. I like Marchenko a lot. I don't know if he would be a Calder candidate, though. Who are the other Calder candidates for next season? I would think that Shane Wright has to de facto be in that conversation, just by default. What other rookies? If Turcotte really breaks out, I think he could be there. Who's drafted in 2021? If Edvinsson makes the team, I'm thinking about him. Maybe, maybe not. 2021. So Owen Power. Owen Power might actually. He's still eligible for the Calder next year. Matty Beniers, if he makes the team full-time. It really depends. I don't know. Rossi for Calder. That's a good one. Was on the verge of tears over his chips. That's so bad, Parm V. Come on, bro. I've never ordered from Uber Eats or any other such service. Yeah, me too. I've never used any of those. Just like the idea of the transaction fees. I'm a Flames fan and now I'm turning into an Avs fan. My favorite snack is jerky. Would Barron be a rookie? I think he would be, yeah. He should be. But I don't know if he's really going to produce too many points. Like, I know he'll be good enough to play. It's just, to win the Calder, you kind of have to do it all if you're a defenseman. Get points and also be good defensively. Unless you just go out there and win in terms of overall points. Is this home game for Colorado? Yes, it is, Alexi. What about KJ? Somebody remind me, who is KJ? There is a local butcher that makes habanero jerky. That sounds really good, actually. Darn, I'm trying to think, who the heck is KJ? Kent Johnson, that's who it is. Yes, Kent Johnson. That's who it is. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, there you go. It's written in the chat. He could legitimately be a Calder contender. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of Zagreus to his game. Does Nichushkin get the hat trick tonight? Well, for the sake of... for the sake of Parm V's bet, I'm going to go out there and say, I don't know. I don't know. If the Avs win the Cup, who is the Conn Smythe winner? Makar? McKinnon? If the Avs win the Cup, who is the Conn Smythe winner? Is the game live? No, it's not live anymore. We're in the intermission right now. If Wright is chosen by the Habs, who do you think will play on his line? I don't know. The thing is, do you want to break up Caulfield-Suzuki? Or would you try Suzuki with Wright? Or, excuse me, try Caulfield with Wright? I feel like Wright playing with Anderson would be really interesting. Wright playing with Gallagher would be really interesting, too. I don't know, though. Makar has 0 points so far, somehow. Yeah, somehow, eh? In my honest opinion, Elliott needs some ice time. Thing is, though, with Elliott, it's like, when you throw Elliott into the game, you're pretty much, like, admitting defeat in a way, aren't you? Like, I know, it's like, yeah. Elliott is not Comrie. And, okay, I'm not going to read that, Shane. Tampa is OP. Holy crap, what is happening? Oh, they're showing the Thor Love and Thunder trailer again. Nice. How do you think Misa's going to do in the OHL? I hope he does really well. I think he actually can. I think the OHL scouts are really optimistic on him heading into the draft. If Wright is chosen first by the Habs, who do you think will play this on? Yeah, we just talked about that. Nah, Suzuki and Caulfield is sick. Hoffman and Wright and Drouin could be nice. That's a really nice one. Yeah, I actually do like that, or the sound of that one a lot. Slavkovsky, Suzuki, Caulfield. That's funny. I'm an Avs fan and my friend is a Tampa fan. He doesn't think this is as funny as I do. This game is over. The best the Lightning can hope for is to have a decent third period to get some momentum and confidence heading back home. Fair point. Fair point. Do you play hockey or no? I play floor hockey and ball hockey, but I do not play ice hockey. Unfortunately. I know how to skate, though, which is interesting because I don't know how to... I haven't played any regular organized hockey in my life. Oh, man, I'm trying to charge my phone. You see, I'm reading the chat on my phone here, and it's running low on battery because I've been watching the stream the entire time. But I need to charge it, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that while still being able to see the chat, because if I charge it, you know, the thing goes into side. I'm trying to just rotate it here. I got it, though. I got it. Don't worry. The goals haven't been Vasilevsky's fault, and the value of pulling the goalie to change momentum is gone now that it's his third period. Is a Petrie trade imminent? I don't know. I don't really think so. Weird thing is that the Avs win the Cup, Tyson Joe still gets his name written on the Cup even though he's on the Wild. Really? Wow. He'll get that technicality for the amount of games played in the regular season. What is your favorite Goalhorn? I think I said in the last stream, but I think Boston. Zadina for Caulfield? No, that's not going to happen. He has played more than 50 games with the Avs. Yeah, that's the rule, I'm pretty sure. Okay, good. They're not actually showing off the game or the video footage. Lego, you can lock your screen position. No, Habs fan highlights, that's not what I'm talking about, man. Look, normally I have it like this, but if I charge it, the thing goes in here, and I can't stand it. So I rotate it, and it goes like that. It's just, I'm trying to stand my phone up in front of me, and it keeps on falling. That's what I was talking about. There, because I need to charge it while it's doing this entire thing. Unfortunately, I don't have any wireless charging methods here. Yeah, no, Tyson Jost, though. That's really interesting. When was the last time you saw the team that wins the Stanley Cup actually, like, sell off one of their assets at the deadline? I know the Avalanche didn't necessarily sell because they got Manson, they got Lehkonen, etc., but, like, they got rid of Jost. What phone is that? It's an iPhone X, I think. It's one of the older ones. Yo, that ExpressVPN link looking nice. Yeah, man. ExpressVPN, we're doing some good work over there. A lot of people have actually been using the code lately, which I'm really, like, I'm really happy about that. So, yeah, if you need any VPN services, you can get a free 3 months on ExpressVPN. Find out how by using the link in the description. They got Sturm, though. That's true. That's true. They did get Sturm. What was the most viewers you had during last year's Cup run? Last year's Cup run, I think we maxed out at like 300 or 400. I think it was during one of the overtimes. Either that or I don't know. If you want to talk about all-time most viewers we've ever had, it was during the 2020 draft when the Montreal Canadiens selected Caden Gooley. It was in the middle of the first round. I think we had like 1,800 people in at the same time. Something like that. Roller or ice hockey? I could play either of those, but I haven't actually before. I can skate. It's just I've never played roller or ice hockey. I practice roller hockey by myself on the local hockey box all the time, though. So weird to see Kuemper thriving on the Avs now as a Wild fan. Yeah, definitely. I'm happy for him, though, for sure. Look at this. Gary McCarr, Kale's dad. The father of 2 Avalanche players. Okay, here you go, though. We have ourselves the third period that is now going to get underway. And we don't have any footage. There you go. That's what we want. Alright, let's make it a little bit more. Yes, there you go. That is exactly what we want. Alright. This game is a wash. This is the first hockey stream I've stuck around for because you try really hard to interact with everybody. I appreciate that, Princess Polly. Elliot needs to get some ice time. We'll see, we'll see. You can kill it, Butter. Are we waiting for the third period? Yeah, we're waiting for the third period. Actually, no. Now it's started. We've got 19... Oh, my goodness, there was an early shot. 1946, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41 to go here in the third and final period of this hockey game. As the Lightning send it in deep. Kuemper plays it around the boards, picked up by Nichushkin. He's got 2 Avalanche players with him. Sends it in deep. Vasilevsky backhands that one to Ruda. Stamkos now chips it out to center, picked up by Killorn. He goes up the wing, and it's dropped down behind the Avalanche net. Around it goes. Nichushkin centers it for Lehkonen. He wrists it in deep. It escapes to the other corner. Back below it goes. Killorn is there on the half boards to pick it up. He backhands one all the way to the Colorado blue line. Picked up by Stamkos. He gets tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty. Wow, Steven Stamkos took a rough tumble into the boards after getting tripped there. I think the Flames have a good chance to make the West finale next season. What are your thoughts? I thought they were going to make the finals this year, man. They're a good team. Which line is better, Draisaitl, McDavid, Kane, or Maroon, Cogliano, Tyler Pitlick? Let's go with the latter. As a Lightning fan, just trying to remember the Rangers. I see. NHL should hire you for commentary. All Tampa Bay has to do now is score once to not make it a shutout. I've been playing cards at the community center with family tonight. 5-0 when we got back. Let's not forget Tampa was down 2-0 the same way last time, but this ain't New York either. Yeah, that's a very fair perspective, RT106 music. Alright, so Tampa power play. Last time they had a power play, they ended up icing the puck, which was not great. Face-off is won by Colorado. Devon Taves goes off the boards and all the way down to Vasi. Victor Hedman will go off the boards to Braden Point. Point streaks right down the middle, drops it back off once more. Kucherov out to the side. Palat tries to find the point man. Hedman to Kucherov. Kucherov stops up, waits for his troops to get in position. Hedman now. Back to Kucherov. Slides down. Palat. Kucherov. One-timer attempt by Stamkos. He fans on it. Now Hedman will go down to Braden Point. He leaves it off for Stamkos. Stamkos down the wing, a shot made, save, rebound. It's loose on the side, and Cale Makar does his best, forcing it to the corner there. Avalanche don't come away with possession. Second attempt they do. Here comes Cale Makar. It's a 2-on-1 for Colorado shorthanded. Makar and Cogliano. A shot! He scores! Cale Makar! Oh! Oh, man, what a goal by Cale Makar! Wow, power play chance. Beautiful shot by Stammer. It's loose in the crease, and Makar is the guy who starts the play out by forcing it into the corner. Look at this play by Makar. He gets it off the goal line and forces the 2-on-1. Him and Cogliano. That's the second time this game where Cogliano was on the 2-on-1 and he was waiting for the pass, but the guy just didn't pass to him. First it was Josh Manson, second it was Cale Makar. Beautiful goal by Cale. Tampa still on the power play though. Mikhail Sergachev goes back to Ross Colton. Sergachev, McDonough, goal line feed. Plays it out for Perry, who walks in with a shot. Loose rebound. That one was whiffed on. Sergachev gets it back at the point. Sergachev again. Finds... Is that freaking Patty Maroon? No, that's Killorn on the penalty... Or on the power play, excuse me. Here's Sergachev. Killorn now. Or is that McDonough? I can't see the number properly. Oh no, it's Killorn. The Colorado Mammoth are winning the NLL Finals. Is that a shorty? This is crazy. All the small things. Tampa Bay, what are they doing? Makar is crazy. Bye-bye, Tampa. I take it back. Tampa is looking worse in the wings during that Penguins game. That's harsh, eh? Pretty harsh. Here we go, though, as the power play comes to an end. Tampa takes control in the neutral zone. Byram tries to shovel it forward. It's stopped up there by Victor Hedman. And now Colorado tries to break it out once more. Landeskog into the middle for Byram. Byram down the right. He stops up, looks for the trailer, finds it. A shot! Loose in front. Johnson picks it up and fans on his second attempt. And we have a stoppage of play here as Bogosian is down and out. NHL should hire you for their commentary. I appreciate the kind words, Rocket. Thank you. What happened there? Oh, he might have blocked that shot in a really uncomfortable way. Yeah. Good shot block, Bogosian. In a 6-0 game. Oh, man. Colorado is buzzing, man. Face off to the left of Andrei Vasilevsky. Cirelli won it, but Newhook takes control after the draw. Chasing after it is Ruda. He'll go up the wing. And it's an icing call. Beautiful. This Tampa team, man. This is not the same Tampa Bay that we saw even just in the last game. Not the same team. Oh, man, they're showing a replay of the goal. Cale Makar, what a beautiful snipe. Just notices that Vasilevsky is kind of off to the side there. Beautiful play. Face off to the left of Vasilevsky. It's won by Tampa and chipped up the boards. Held in, though, at the line by Colorado. Good play. Now Cirelli will send it off the boards and out, but it's picked up by Cale Makar. Makar to Devon Taves. It's sent into the Tampa zone. Victor Hedman rings it all the way around. It'll be stopped up there. Now Braden Point comes right down the middle. Fakes the little inside-outside there, but he gets turned away. Here's Sturm. He sends the puck out. And into the zone it goes by Logan O'Connor. Tampa almost gave it away there. Oh, they did give it away. What a shot there by Sturm. This Tampa Bay team looks like Tampa 2019. The sweep, you mean? I don't know. We'll see if they get swept again. Avs won it in 4. Yeah, Rusty, they do. I still remember the win the Canucks got against Tampa in 1920 in that 128-point season. Yeah, I remember that too. That was a good win. Bogosian, behind his own net, sends it off to the side, and now it'll be played up for Nick Paul, but it gets taken away. Here's Nathan MacKinnon now in his own zone. Good defensive separation there by the Avalanche. This is such a good strategy that they've got. 13:56 to go here in the third period, and we're still going strong here. Tampa Bay has played their best all playoffs with their backs against the wall. What is happening with Tampa? Real Rocket asks. I mean, it's been covered over pretty extensively here in this stream, but it's that neutral zone, defensive coverage. Honestly, I feel kind of demoralized just watching Tampa play this poorly. Oh man, this is not the team we streamed winning the Stanley Cup Finals twice in a row the previous 2 years. Definitely not the same team. This is giving me round 2 Battle of Alberta vibes. Who's my favorite player on the Habs? Caulfield, for sure. 100% Caulfield. Jan, what's going back? Nice to see you. Or, Jan, what's going on? Nice to see you back, man. Colorado, dude. All they have to do after this game, they've just got to win 2 out of their next 6, and they've got the Stanley Cup. Right? Is that how it works? Or, excuse me, no, 2 out of the next 5, and they have the Stanley Cup. Yeah, I really underestimated the Avs. I think so, too, Parm V. I mean, okay, I didn't expect the Avalanche to win this game like 6-0 or 6-1 or whatever. But like right from game 1, you saw that this team was buzzing. They're really buzzing. Who's my favorite Stars player? Jason Robertson, 1,000,000%, because he's Filipino, like me. Now, he's American Filipino, half and half. I'm full Filipino, but still. Who's my favorite Flames player? Probably Tanev. I can't believe Florida, got swept by this team. Go Avs. ZB Mono, I understand how you feel. I don't get the people that stand outside the stadium and watch on a Jumbotron. At that point, I'll just barbecue at home. I mean, it's part of the vibe, right? Like, you just want to be surrounded by a whole bunch of people. Lego, did you get the PEI ad? I wasn't paying attention, honestly. I wouldn't have known. 13:36 to go here in the third period, though, as Colorado still leading 6-0. Shots on goal are 26-14 for Colorado. Might be 27, though, as Cogliano goes to the point. A shot made. That one was blocked. Now another opportunity here. A one-timer by Newhook. Deflects to the corner. Sergachev now flips it all the way down. Favorite Canucks player, Quinn Hughes. Now it's picked up by Lehkonen. He'll shoot. Blocked in front by Bogosian. There's another shot attempt. That one goes on goal. Now Tampa trying to break it in. Or not, they'll just dump it in instead. Stopped up by Darcy Kemper. Here comes Eric Johnson. Sends the puck in deep. You know what's really odd? The puck possession numbers have actually been really equal. They're showing it off in this game. Both of these teams have 23 minutes flat, pretty much. Colorado just a little bit more because they have the puck right now. But it's wild that the possession has been roughly the same, but the shots on goal are doubled, and the goals themselves are like... It's 6-0. Like, that is wild, man. I thought you may be Filipino. 2 of my kids are half and half. Silver Swan, the best soy sauce in the world. I can agree with you there, man. I can agree with you there. Has your favorite team won a Stanley Cup in your lifetime? No. No. Unfortunately. Lego, do you watch Rob Talks Hockey? Rafi, I was on one of Rob's videos earlier this week. The NHL needs to address this video. He had me, Paul, and Grav, and Clay all, like, make a little clip for it. Rob's a great guy. 100%. 11:44 to go, though, in the third period. And the Lightning have the puck in the offensive zone. Now we have Cale Makar, who gets taken down in front of the in front of the Colorado net. What the heck happened? What happened there? Somebody show the replay. Cale Makar, what happened? Oh, he got dummied by Palat. That's not good. Palat's going to the box. Cale Makar is going to the bench. Are we getting a Colorado power play? Is this going to be goal number 7 for Parm V's over-under 6.5 on this game? Lego, name an all-time Lethbridge Hurricanes player. Can be anybody. Cousins, is that correct? Dylan Cousins? Love your videos, especially your thumbnails. They're so eye-catching. I can't help but click. Thank you, Habsfan TV. I really appreciate it. I put a lot of pride into the thumbnails, so I'm very happy to see that they're being appreciated. Colorado, though, holds the puck in the offensive zone. 15 seconds elapsed in the power play. McKinnon fakes the one-timer back to the point. Makar. McKinnon again. Holds it in front. There's a kick towards the goal by Landeskog. It doesn't work. And now it's sent all the way down to the Colorado zone. Here's Makar, though, trying to swipe it around Belmar. The Avalanche drop it back. Here comes McDaddy. McDaddy back to the point. Makar to the side. Rantanen in front. Landeskog. Ooh, he tried to tip it on goal. Very nice play. Didn't work, though. McKinnon goes back to the point. Makar has to hustle to keep it in. He finds it over to Landeskog. Or, excuse me, to Rantanen. Here's Makar. Rantanen in front. Landeskog can't put it in. Now McKinnon backhands it around. Rantanen on the far side. Held up on the boards there. And the Lightning, ooh, they can't get it out by Makar. Another opportunity on the opposite side. Picked off by McKinnon. McKinnon has some speed. He spins with a shot. That one was stopped in front. Now it's loosened up. McKinnon holds it again. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Nate McKinnon spinning on the left side. He forces his way to the top. Makar now. Back to McKinnon. He's got speed. Rantanen. Makar! Scores! What a goal! 7-0! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, this Colorado team. The puck movement, the tenacity, the eagerness. Man, what a shift. What a power play. Makar to McKinnon to Rantanen to Makar, the cross crease, and the little delay by Cale to not just shoot it right away, but to drag it, draw Vasilevsky to his side, and then go far side. That was amazing. Wow, what a great, great goal. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go. I made $5, Parm V says. You shouldn't have bet the under at the beginning, man. That's what I was saying. This two offensively talented teams. Oh, man, that's good. That's really good. Vasi looking like Mike Smith. Makar only has 2 points so far this series. How? I mean, it's not that bad. We did note how in the first game, game 1, you didn't see any of the big names actually score a goal. Kucherov had assists, sure, but like, look at the goal scorers in game 1. No Rantanen, no McKinnon, no Makar, no Stamkos, no Kucherov. It was all the depth guys. Sergachev, I guess you can't say that Nichushkin is a depth guy, but you know what I mean, right? It wasn't the top tier stars. So I guess they're starting to come alive now. I mean, not the Tampa Bay guys because they haven't had any goals, but like, yeah. Cale Makar, man, 2 goals in this game. He can get a hat trick. That's great. Here comes Braden Point, though, right down the side. He's got a lane to the goal, and he shot it up high and over the glass. Watch, I'm going to bet over next time, and it's going to be under. How about you just stop betting? I don't know. You can do what you want, Parm V. Rantanen scored game 1. He scored the first goal. No, he didn't. It was Landeskog. The Rantanen shot was loose in the crease, and Landeskog tipped it in after. This is embarrassing in the Stanley Cup final, Zest says. Hope Tampa's locker got lots of Kleenex. Oh, yo, that's kind of rude. Oh, what a comment to make, eh? Darn. Lego, what Canadian team will win the next cup? I don't know. I got 250 in credits to mess around with now. Okay, that's good. You can go all in on Nathan McKinnon scoring the first goal in the next game. That sounds pretty good, eh? I don't know. I feel really bad for Tampa fans, though. It's 7-0. Like, holy, who knew the Colorado Avalanche were gonna just spank the team that badly? Like, they're just taking advantage of every Tampa miss opportune and everything. They're just doing such a good job. What's your favorite video game besides Chell? I don't know, Rafi. That's a bad question to ask me. If you asked me that, like, 10 years ago, I would have a great answer for you. But, like, ever since, like, 2013, 14, I kind of stopped playing other video games. I would only play, like, Call of Duty and NHL. I don't know. MotorStorm is a really fun game for me. I was always a big Guitar Hero guy. GTA, I played a lot. That's a great question, though. I don't know. But now the puck is stopped up in the Tampa zone. Into the corner it goes. Man, there are people outside. They're talking. I think you could hear them. Brandon, I bet the Avs at 500 to win the Cup several months ago. I bet Tampa at 650 and Colorado at 500. Those are some pretty good bets, actually. Tampa played like they didn't get over losing Game 1 in overtime. That's a really good way to put it, yeah. Don't feel bad, Tampa fans deserve it. What did Tampa fans do other than win? See their team win a lot. Colorado is 11-3 in goals against in goals against Tampa. The Rangers outscored Tampa, I think, 9-4 and got outscored 12-4 in the next 4 games. But this doesn't look like what the Rangers did. Yeah, it doesn't. 7:48 to go now. And Tampa is just kind of roughing it up behind the Colorado net. They get it out, and we have ourselves Vasilevsky now, who stops the puck in front of his own net. Cernak is just waiting behind his own net. Long pass up to Nick Paul. Colorado with a break here. Here comes Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen gets taken down. Kucherov into the middle. Here comes Palat trying to break by 3 Avalanche defenders. It doesn't work. Do you watch any other sports other than hockey? I used to be a really big wrestling guy. I'm not as big into it as I was, but like back in the 2017 run of Okada Omega, plus the early 2010 run of like Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, plus the early AEW stuff, of course, with like the Young Bucks and everything, I was really into it then. Also, the late 2017 run of like Finn Balor and all of them, I was really into that. But aside from wrestling and hockey, I don't really watch too many sports. Here's Devon Toews, though. He's got the puck. Left point. Into the middle. Cale Makar chips it down low. He's got 2 goals in this game, dude. This Cale Makar. There's another opportunity in front for Landeskog. Almost went right through. Makar at the point. Wrists it back in deep. Both of these teams are playing really lethargic right now. It's like they just know that Colorado is going to be winning. Tampa looks mentally spent. Yeah. It just feels like Tampa had a grudge against what happened in Game 1 and it gave them night terrors. Night terrors are no joke, man. 5:40 to go here in the third. Darcy Kuemper sends the puck off the glass. It's held in. Try watching sumo. That's an interesting one. I watched a sumo anime once. Hinomaru Sumo or whatever it was called. It was pretty cool. Patrick Maroon will flip it into the Colorado zone. Eric Johnson sends it up. Now it's Bowen Byram. He finds JT Compher streaking down the left. Compher flips it in. Vasilevsky swipes it away. Now it's dropped off for Belmar. He finds Bogosian. He'll send it up the wing. It's kept in at the line there by Colorado, though. Newhook. He finds O'Connor. Logan O'Connor with 4:46 to go in the third period. Squeaks over to Corey Perry, who finds Maroon. Maroon will send it in deep. Stopped up by Darcy Kuemper. Picked up now by Josh Manson, who skates up with it. Manson has 2 goals in this game. That's actually kind of crazy to see. Not 2 goals in this game. 2 goals in the playoffs, I believe. When you aren't $18 million over the cap. Florida doesn't pay state income tax. Oh, wow, we have a brawl breaking out. What's happening now? I look at the chat for a brief second, and I look back up. All of a sudden, 3 players have their helmets off, and a whole bunch of others are scrummed together. What happened? Look at John Cooper. Is that the face of a man who's scared? I don't know. I don't think so. It's calm. Really calm. Saw a stat that Vasilevsky hasn't been pulled in 77 straight games. Dryden has the record for 107 games. Cooper keeping him in just for stupidity. I mean, there isn't really a reason to do so, I feel, either way. I could understand why you would want to do it, like, okay, yeah, send the message that the team needs to wake up. Not necessarily because Vasilevsky is bad, but because the team just needs to be better. But at the same time, you know, this Tampa squad, they're good enough to know that they need to change it up, so. Yeah. I think it kind of takes away from a lot of the hype and everything that we already know. It was so obvious that, like, this game was going to go the way it was, like, after the first few shifts. Just taking a look at how Colorado controlled the pace and everything. I just want one Tampa goal. That is all Jay Bauer says. We'll see. I mean, Colorado has been matching up pretty well defensively this game, so I don't know. You're asking for a lot. They're done, Gun Puppy says. I mean, we just gotta wait till Monday, I guess. It's a new day, right? Don't forget to like the stream as well if you are still here, still kicking around and enjoying what we have been doing. Just kind of talking throughout the commercial break here. Also, subscribe on YouTube if you're brand new and you are interested in seeing more of our streams. We also make videos every single day talking about different NHL news, rumors, prospects, etc. So it's a lot of hockey talk going on here. If that tickles your fancy, then feel free to hop on board. It's very hard to beat a team after blowing them out. Tampa will make adjustments and be ready next game. Tampa has to focus on the neutral zone. They are playing way too deep. As an Oilers fan, I'm seeing it as a positive that defending 2-time champs aren't losing by 7, and we didn't. They're getting destroyed, NY Rangers said. As much as I would like to see Tampa win 3 in a row, Maroon to get a 4 straight win. An Avalanche win is okay with me. You're a good sport, JDC Overland. Sorry, no goals for Tampa tonight, Albert says. They're done for this game, not necessarily the series. This is 2019 CBJ sweep again, if it's possible. 360 says they're done for the series. No goals for Tampa Bay. We'll see. I mean, we've got 4 minutes, so we'll see if they can get one. It's just the amount of, like, whiffed on power plays and everything. They had chances for sure. But, yeah. Crowd is really hyped up, though. This has been a really long commercial break. Come on, guys. Get it going. Hockey game's supposed to be 2.5 hours. It's already 7:44. Oh man, they're giving out a whole bunch of penalties and stuff for this scrum. That would be insane if they win after the embarrassment. But anyways, we still have ourselves some more hockey to go. 4 minutes-ish. And we are just sorting out all the penalties, the rough stuff that took place earlier in the period. Lots of conflict going on here. When are they just going to drop the puck, man? Oh, man, now they're arguing with the referees again. Stamkos is the key to Tampa. He's got to score. Tampa's power play is absolutely horrendous. I don't know how you get to the final with a power play like that. Alright, so there are some guys in the box here. Oh, it's actually a power play for Tampa. Okay. Let's see if they get one here. Hedman, shot, save made, and it's covered up by Kuemper. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I hope Trotz goes to Winnipeg. We'll see. Question, who has to win to get the cup? I'm new here. Craig, could you define that question again? Who has to win to get the cup? The winner of this series will win the Stanley Cup. That's how it goes, yeah. Tampa, though, cycling things up high. Here's a shot! Saved by Kuemper. And it's sent all the way down by Manson. Oh, man, you could just see the fans, like, banging on the glass. They're happy with that one. West Coasters are lucky your games rarely finish after 10 p.m. Yeah, I know. I'm really blessed. Here's Braden Point. There's still sun outside. I can go for a nice stroll outside after the game, and I'll have a lot of time to do whatever it is I want to do. The Islanders came back after losing 8-0 in 2020 against Tampa to force Game 7. Yes, that is very true. We streamed for that game as well. That was a very, very good bounce back for them. Unfortunate that they didn't win, though. Here's a point feed, Victor Hedman. Down the boards, Kucherov. Kucherov's pass gets deflected back to Hedman. He goes right to point. Hedman again. 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Hedman squeaks over to the left side. In front! Oh, Corey Perry diving in the crease there. And the puck is chopped all the way down by the Colorado defender. I mean, is this the last game? Like, if one team wins tonight, is it done? No. No, Craig. So, Stanley Cup Playoff Series have a best 4 out of 7 format, which means that there are a maximum of 7 games played, and in order to win a series against a team, you need to win 4 games against that team. The Stanley Cup Finals Series is currently scored at 1-0 Colorado. They won the first game. This is Game 2. So if Colorado wins today, they have a 2-0 lead in the series, but they need to win 2 more games to win the Stanley Cup. Tampa can still win as well. If they go down 2-0 in the series, they can win 4 straight, for example, in games 3, 4, 5, and 6 to win the Stanley Cup. But it's really unlikely at this point, as with 2 minutes to go, the Avalanche just sent it all the way down and icing is called. That was a pretty okay power play, I guess. Wow, look at that. Kuemper getting Corey Perry really agitated there. Imagine this guy actually does lose 3 straight Stanley Cup Finals with different teams. That's wild, eh? Got it, thanks. Yes, no worries, Craig. Thank you for stopping by and actually asking questions about this. Because seeing new hockey fans get into the sport, that's definitely a big positive that we like to see. Tampa's second unit has been better on the power play. The first unit is playing too slow. Sorta, yeah. Lego gotta go, but thanks for streaming and giving us a great play-by-play. Apex, thanks, see you soon. I appreciate you, Rafi. Thank you for stopping by, man. Have a good day as well. 1:36 to go here in the third period. And you can see the Colorado building. They are buzzing. 7-0 is the score here in game number 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Kucherov likes to take his time on the power play, or takes his time. It's not working on the power play. Kuemper went from a hellhole with Arizona to winning against Tampa in a Stanley Cup final. Yeah, all in the span of 1 year. Good for that guy. Good for him. Eric Johnson will backhand the puck out to center ice. Arturi Lehkonen sends it on goal. Vasilevsky swipes it out to the side. Now it'll be picked up by Sergachev. He goes into the middle. It's kicked by... Who the heck is that? Ross Colton? But quickly sent back out. Fizzy, man, you didn't need to delete that. Kuemper already won game 1. My gosh, 7-0? What happened here? Colorado just pounced on Tampa in this game, man. That's all that happened. And the biggest part is Tampa allowed it to happen too. This was not a good game for them. 30 seconds to go. Corey Perry in the neutral zone. Sends it all the way in deep. Kuemper backhands it to the corner. Now Bo Byram sends it out. Tampa is done for the night. See you in game 3, Lucas says. Well said, Lucas. With 10 seconds to go, Colorado, they just win. They win. That's it. That's the game. Colorado wins 7-0. 31-17 is the shots on goal. 2-0 is the series now. Hi-yi-yi. Hi-yi-yi. Ha-ha, man. Spicy win for the Avalanche. Very, very spicy win for the Avalanche. This has got to take the wind out of Tampa, huh? We'll see. We'll see what happens in game 3. But, yeah, no, that's the end of the game. 7-0 is the final score, and I'm not surprised. I mean, Darcy Kuemper shutout in the Stanley Cup Finals, man. Colorado definitely made his job a lot easier than it could have been, but holy. What a game. I'm going to go compile the highlights. I'm going to end the stream off here. I don't know what else there is to say. I think we all kind of just said it all, right? Like, I don't think anybody has anything to add or whatever. See you next time. Date of Game 3? Craig, the Game 3 is going to be on Monday at the same time. So 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to hang out with us when Game 3 goes on. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, everybody. Zbimano, Daniel, Lucas, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate it. I will agree with your assessment, though. Not a good look for Tampa Bay. Down 2-0 in the series after a 7-0 rout. Definitely not the result you wanted to see out of the back-to-back reigning Stanley Cup champions. But yeah, everybody over here, thank you so much for hanging out with us. JDC, Overland, Albert, Princess Polly, Fizzy, GV1, ZB Mono, Daniel, JDC, Robert, Gun Puppy, Craig, this user with the Peter Griffin, Garfield combination profile picture, Brandon, Rafi. Who else is in here that we missed out? All of our mods, of course. We didn't see Al BJ Ball today, but we did see Sebastian Jara, Habs fan highlights, Fizzy, Parm V, Cam Butters, Abby, Leal, Randy as well, New York Rangers. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys. We will see you soon into game number 3.